Good evening, everybody.
Welcome to Friday Night Onsight.
Whoa, that sounded official. That's crazy.
That actually did sound very official.
That was very professional. Watch what happens in like 3 hours when we lose that professionalism, but I love that we're getting off on the right foot here. What are we doing and who are we? Let's start to my right. You can't see my right, but like, who are you, person to my right?
My name is Dustin Curtis.
Hi.
I helped set today. I was invited to come out by you. And so we're going to watch this comp that I'm still trying to understand, but I hope everybody's going to learn along with me.
We'll help you understand it.
Yeah. And who was that voice to the right of Dustin?
I'm Tatiana. I am the route setter with the torn ACL
Nice.
Nice.
That's hype.
that I'm recovering from slowly
But surely.
but surely. I've been jumping more than I've ever been jumping on the wall.
There's a lot of jumps today.
There is a lot of jumps, actually.
As per usual, I think we should change the gym name to Jump. But my name is Brandon. I am head route setter here and one of the owners of this fine facility in Aurora, Ontario, Canada. We are setting a bouldering comp today. We are watching a bouldering comp.
We already set the bouldering
We already
comp.
set it. Yeah, thank God. Otherwise, we would be in some trouble. Let's look at what's going on these walls. So this is our first zone here, zone 1. There's a clock up in the top right corner. I now notice that it's way too sunny outside, so you can barely see the clock. But
finally,
with some studio magic. Nope.
No, don't do that.
Never mind. Okay.
Don't stop.
Danny put me in charge of this tonight, and I can't mess this up. Okay, forget the studio magic. The clock is what it is. They have 5 minutes, our climbers, to climb one of these boulder problems. You're looking at 4 boulder problems on the wall. We have 4 circuits that we're offering. A white tag circuit, which ideally is our easiest. Green tag, which is second to that. Blue tag, next hardest, and our hardest tag circuit is the black tag circuit tonight. So our climbers come down one at a time. They choose whatever level of climb they want to participate in tonight.
And they can change during,
They
right?
can change during, yeah.
Okay.
And some people do, so if you find that it's like a little bit too hard, you want to find more success, you can ease it down. If you flash all the boulders, that's not fun. Nobody has fun flashing and just sitting for 5 minutes, so you can try the harder ones. We have people that come out, because this is Dustin's first time experiencing this. We have people that come out and they start on the white tag and kind of work their way up and see if they can get all 4 boulders done in 5 minutes.
we also have a few people that come out and they do the hardest one and then they go down.
And then they work from black to white in 5 minutes. So
That
yeah,
can happen. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
the important thing
Not
to
at
note
all.
is that
Impressive.
scores don't really matter. There's a raffle at the end of this. I say there's no winners and losers in the world of climbing, but there's winners and losers in the raffle. So you want to win those terrible prizes that we've spent the last maybe 20 minutes picking out for you guys. That is the key. That is the prize there. So
Okay, well, let's start with like some of the logistics of this because
Let's hear it.
again, I'm still new to this.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's some folks at home that are still trying to get it too.
100%.
So, what's the purpose of this? What was the idea behind having a competition like this, formatted like this?
So the goal is to make every gym climber, everyone that just comes into the gym once, twice, 3 times a week, feel like a World Cup climber. So we have problems that are set roughly to what you would see in a World Cup: the jumps, the volumes, the balances, the dual texture holds, etc. We have them set at levels right up until beginner level climbers. But we've set up the environment to feel like a World Cup. So you have the time constraint of 5 minutes and the time pressure. You have commentators and a live stream, so you get to be on the internet forever, because the internet is forever. You get to watch yourself afterwards, and you get people cheering you on. So we try to make this feel like the real deal, but you're not spending thousands of dollars to travel around the world and participate in the real deal comps. With that, we're going to welcome our first climber, and we can kind of talk about how this all works. Our first climber, Tatiana, why don't you introduce our first climber on the mats?
Our first climber is Brad. He's been climbing here climbing nearly 7 years. Imagine if we'd been open for 7 years. How nice.
That'd be nice.
Today he's climbing the black circuit. And if he was an action figure, his accessories would be
I think he just said if he was an action figure, he would be Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, he would be Stretch Armstrong. Did
Yeah.
he have accessories? Does that count?
I don't know.
It definitely counts. I think it counts in our books.
Wouldn't his accessory be just that he's Stretch Armstrong? Like
He could stretch
Stretch
an
Armstrong,
accessory.
yeah, is an accessory in an action figure.
Yeah.
We always ask like a fun fact question for everybody, so that was this month's. If you're an action figure, what accessories would you have? Brad would just want to be Stretch Armstrong, and you can actually
look at
see
that,
this from this
right
first
there.
move here. Brad really likes using his span. He is, I always forget, he is above 6 feet with a positive span. But this boulder that he's getting on right now, blue holds black tag. He's chosen our hardest circuit of the night. The idea is you're supposed to dynamically hop onto the small neutral colored triangle, shuffle your feet really quickly. Brad's listening to it, but that's okay. Brad gets the beta. And then quickly get your heel around the arete where that ball sloper is. He wants his right heel there. So he's going to do a little hop, hop, and heel hook. Then it gets even more dynamic and risky afterwards. We've dubbed this as the hardest boulder of the round because it takes, arguably, I would say, the most attempts to do.
Can you explain risk for me? Because I
I'll
feel
explain
like
risk.
yeah.
So when we talk about risk, which is what this boulder is trying to emphasize, risk doesn't mean like danger, like you're going to hurt yourself on this boulder. Risk means you're risking the attempt. So for Brad, he needs to kind of like really lean into doing the shuffle and the heel hook. And I think it's going to take him a number of attempts to learn where his body is in space, how fast or slow he needs to move, how much time he needs to set up before he sets his right heel around the corner. And what he's doing is he's risking attempts to learn that. That's what we mean by risk when we talk about risky boulders.
Yeah, so it's all about learned movement, really. It's
Exactly.
Like what it comes down to is how much experience you have, but also what moves you're experienced in using,
For sure.
and your skill set
I think-
pertaining to that.
I think back in the day, and maybe we can both agree on this, Dustin, because we've had some years in this. Boulder problems used to be like, how hard can you grab onto a hold? How far can you move to the next hold? But it was very low risk boulders. It was you just need to get the power and the strength to go from hold to hold. I think a big shift has been happening in climbing where the only way to get people to fall is to start to lean into risk and lean into complexity, things that are harder to read from the ground or harder to learn attempt to attempt.
I would agree, actually, because I feel like when I was competing, it was a lot of if you're strong enough, you will do the boulder. Whereas now it's a lot of coordination, a lot of volume maneuvering, a lot of volume wrestling, and which really lends itself to World Cup style climbing.
100%, yeah. It's closer to like what we'd see on online, and that's what we want to do here. We want to get the problems that you see when you watch the IFSC World Cup, just scaled down to like a more gym climber level, and not Tomoe Narasaki or Adam Andra. Tatiana, hi.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Can we talk about how we set these boulders today? Maybe the process that we all took in
Yeah,
setting them?
for sure.
We divvied up boulders. Everyone got a zone. How did that work out?
So we had a pretty large group of setters today. So there were 4 of us that each got a zone to set 3 of the climbs that
Brad
we were
sixth
going to
zone there.
set today. And then we had Dustin set in each one of our zones because he's a bit newer to the style that we're setting and setting specifically for a Friday night on-site.
Yep.
Just like people learn the comp experience, we as setters are also learning a comp experience
Always.
all the
Always.
time, especially when we see things becoming super, super trendy.
Yeah. Just to cut you off there, we just, and kind of leaning into what you're saying, Brad just broke the beta of this start here. He went all the way, used his reach, his Stretch Armstrong reach, and grabbed the zone hold just from the
Yeah.
start without the shuffle. So, it's just a learning experience for us. We're not necessarily setting this boulder for someone of Brad's height. Brad is certainly an outlier when it comes to people that are getting on the black tag circuit, so we won't. Oh, he's bleeding. We got our
He's
first blood technical of the night,
bleeding.
and our
Just
first
like
climber.
That
Him.
didn't even take that long.
So explain,
happens all the time.
Tatiana, maybe explain what a blood technical
So
is,
blood
please.
technical is when you start bleeding on the wall, on the holds. In general, we don't want your blood anywhere really other than in your body. So we try
So now
and
we have
limit
to
that.
clean it. It takes all of Brad's time in order to clean the wall and to patch him up. But while that's happening, we're going to welcome our next climber onto the walls. Dustin, why don't you go ahead and take this one?
So right now we're watching Jacqueline McGee start off. She has been climbing for 3.5 years. She's decided and elected to compete on the green circuit.
Nice.
And her action figure accessory would be Coffee and her dog.
That's great.
very
I
cute.
actually
To be
think those are really,
Yours
really
would be
good.
the
Yeah,
same,
mine would
yeah.
be the exact same, I would say. So
So now, what style of boulder are we looking at, Jacqueline?
Jacqueline's first climb here.
Yeah.
She is doing the technical boulder. So this boulder doesn't have a lot of fast dynamic movement. We're looking at very slow movement, but like the prompt for this one was body puzzle. And you can actually see Jacqueline's deciding what limb she needs to move in what order to progress up the route. She's got a hand on zone. We didn't talk about zones, but zone's kind of like a halfway checkpoint on this boulder. It gives you 10 points, while a top gives you an extra 15 points for a total of 25. And that's how we score this thing.
If I could just add to that, Brandon, there's
Please.
also like an aspect of volume climbing that is often overlooked because like you can see her readjusting consistently,
Yeah.
and she just looked at her chalk bag as if it had betrayed her.
100%. Yeah.
That's because like the volumes just eat chalk.
They
They
do.
just get rid of it.
And the amount of times you're readjusting, you just lose more chalk, more chalk, more chalk. And this is a boulder that is very high complexity. We talked about risk. This is the opposite side of the coin now. This is complexity, where it's not very obvious what the sequence is. We did some preview videos for a future comp that we're going to use these boulders for. And I think this boulder is 10 times easier if you watch someone do it and then do it yourself. The challenge of this competition is it's an on-site comp. You have to figure out how to do the boulder yourself. You only get yourself to watch, really. You can only just look at the boulder, and that's it. And you have 5 minutes to make some really fast decisions. And this is a boulder that really tries to slow you down in that decision-making process.
And another thing I would like to add about the
Yeah.
5-minute time is that like time often plays a role in this level of competition because there's a level of stress that comes with it. There's time management.
For
There's
sure.
planning, preparation, and all of that comes down to just your like the first 2 attempts.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Everyone watching at home, like when you're in the gym next, set yourself up a 5-minute timer. Don't watch anybody else on the new set and see how many problems you get versus watching your friends climb and projecting with them and having unlimited time, unlimited rest. You'll see what difference it makes in your climbing and how you need to strategize more. Or, better yet, come out to these things. This is where you learn how to comp climb. We run these once a month on the first Friday of every month. You'll get a brand new set of 16 boulders up, 4 boulders in 4 categories. You can come out. It's just $10 on top of a day pass. It's the world's cheapest on-site comp.
And
Cheap.
most fun.
Yeah, cheap in terms of price, not in terms of quality.
Not in terms of
No,
quality
no,
at all.
absolutely, absolutely.
You both just touched on the rest of the setting process, really, but I'll
Yeah.
simplify it a little bit from our point of view, like on the setting side of things for our viewers and how all of those things with, you know, how she's going to climb this to like how we created this. So each one of us, we're setting a zone. Dustin is setting within each zone.
Yep.
And each climb comes with a prompt, as Brandon was saying. We often go over risk, intensity, and complexity, which we kind of theme climbs around. And then also electric, balance, coordination and
Technical.
power.
Yeah.
I don't think you used any of the slang that I got to know today and the day before. So why don't you elaborate on electricity?
Electric?
Electric.
That is a new one.
That's a new one. So that's actually, that started off during the Olympics when they were going over formatting and stuff like that. And the theme of each boulder, that looks like electric, the power boulder, the technical boulder, and the coordination boulder.
Yeah, electric just kind of refers to a mixture of power and coordination. So you have to move fast, but you also need a lot of power to get the moves done. Whereas, so let's talk like the boulder you just saw Brad do was the coordination boulder. You had to move your feet very fast and know where in space you are, but you didn't have to be super strong to do it. It didn't take a lot of strength to do it. It just takes a lot of like, again, coordination and body awareness, spatial awareness. Jacqueline here is electing to get a quick run up the white tag with 10 seconds left. And now we're going to be welcoming 2 climbers onto the mats. So I'm going to do a little split view, and I want to make sure I don't mess this up.
You got this.
Heck yeah, first try. First try, are you kidding me? Okay, so on problem number 2, on your right side of your screen, you'll see Brad, who just finished up problem 1. On problem 1, we're welcoming the Quinn. Oh, because we've had multiple Quins.
I think we had 3 at one
three
point.
last month.
Yeah.
We did this. Yeah. So this Quinn just wants to set himself up as the Quinn. He's been climbing for 2 years. He'll be on the green/blue, so he'll probably be doing 2 circuits. We'll see. And then if he were an action figure, his accessories would be, I think it just says Sorrow.
Son?
It looks like Sorrow. Does it look like Sorrow?
I don't.
Which, like, that's a pretty sad action figure if you ask me, but
I think Quinn, you know what? He's a creative guy.
He's a creative guy,
This is
yeah.
a creative answer.
yeah, get me some coffee and a dog, but also get me some sorrow.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody wants
quite
that,
you.
man.
That's a
of sorrow.
well-rounded evening.
That's-
coffee, a dog, and some
I
sorrow.
feel like visually that just looks like a rain cloud.
We see what Quinn's doing here with his hands on the small triangle. He's decided to go for like a straight-on wrap, and that gets him a lot more out of his right foot, so he's allowed to almost like pull straight down. And I think that unlocked that sequence there for him.
But it also creates opposition, right? Because
Absolutely.
because you're like almost like just wrangling this small little triangle, you're getting opposition from both your hands in order to like maneuver through that volume.
Exactly, yeah. And here he has like maybe the most challenging move. He's got to like stand on a blank volume, maybe flag his foot out to the left. There it is. Or his foot out to the right. Sorry, his right foot to the right. And then he's got to really just stand tall in his feet and match the undercling. You need 2 hands on the finish hold, in control, for you to top the problem. Let's see. He's got 1 hand. He's figuring out what to do.
But again, there's no judges up, right? So there's nobody judging.
We've got
these-
judges. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where's the judges?
They're at the desk.
Oh.
Yeah. What's a comp without judges? I mean, we don't have scores, but we have judges. Brad here is on problem number 2. This was our black tag electric boulder. So this is powerful and physical.
And you can see that power
Yes.
and that explosion right there.
He has a little bit of a complex move there. He actually wants to go right hand into the zone hold, which is the hold you saw him try and cross his left hand into. He needs to match the hold before it and try and go shoulder up into the right hand. And then he's going feet first. He's going to bring his feet above his head and bring his feet out to the... Oh, Quinn tops. That's great. Our first top of the night from Quinn. Awesome.
The Quinn.
The Quinn.
The Quinn.
Maybe the only Quinn tonight. We'll see. We'll see how things go. 2 minutes left. I feel like I've talked up a storm in these last few minutes. I'm out of breath as per...
You've been killing it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
I think what I'd like to do is talk to Tatiana
Sure.
about her experience and also what her aspirations and dreams are.
Nice.
That is a loaded
That's
question.
an on-the-spot question. I love
Good
that.
thing we practiced before.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Feeling the questions. I love to hear it.
So I've been setting with Reach for about 3.5 years. It'll be 3.5 years, I think, on my birthday, actually.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's very
Birthday.
exciting.
Nice.
And this actually didn't start off as a Friday night on-site. It started off as what, a Tuesday night?
It was a Tuesday night,
Yeah,
then it was like a
Tuesday
Saturday
night.
night on site, and then we
There
just
was
finally...
one once upon a time, yeah.
Yeah, we finally landed on Friday, but...
And I've seen it sell out. I've seen it with 5 people. It's been a really, really interesting experience, especially coming from a different gym when I, wanted to learn how to set. And then when Brandon was opening this place, I just saw the opportunity and was like, yeah, let's do it. Let's learn how to do this. Let's get in there and figure it out. And really that is so much of what it is and how we kind of came to setting the way that we do now, because back then it was a lot. It was a lot
like-
different.
well,
It
it's
was
like-
us figuring out what our styles were and how we worked as a group. And
Dive in, make mistakes. Oh, Brad finally reads the beta. Brad 6 the beta.
Oh, he's
Let's
got
go.
it.
Let's
He's
go,
got
Brad.
it.
Sorry to cut you off, Tatiana. That was cool. That was really huge, and that's worth 10 points, so that's great for Brad. Quinn's on the blue tag now. Like we said, he upgraded to the blue.
The blue one is technical balance.
It's balance. It is a balancy one. Yeah, we might get another climber on that. We're actually about to welcome a climber onto the blue tag circuit. I might as well, since we'll segue. We'll get right back to your aspirations, future goals in a second. Dylan is our next climber on the mats. He'll be starting up on the blue tag circuit, so the red climb that you saw Quinn get about halfway through. He's been climbing for about 2 years. I think he started at this gym as well. And his action figure accessory would be lots of keychains. Lots of keychains.
Does that mean he has lots of keys?
No, I think he's like me because I have lots of keychains and like 3 keys.
You have so many keychains.
I know. I look like when I was
he jangles.
Yeah, when I was very young, I had only keychains, and I used to carry them around with me in my pocket. This is a fun Brandon fact here. I used to only carry the keychains around in my pocket, and never had a key. That's it. Never had anywhere to go. I was exactly where I need to be. Jacqueline starting out on problem 2, as my joke just swings and misses. Problem number 2.
What joke?
I know, what joke, exactly.
What joke?
Yeah, that's it.
Someone in the chat, shout it out.
Yeah.
If you heard what he said.
How was that on a scale of 1 to 2 out of 10? Jacqueline's on problem number 2. Problem number 2 in the green tag circuit is the electric boulder. We want a bit of a lâcher. So she's going to be swinging her lower body and then hopefully jumping onto the stack of triangle volumes there and either heel hooking around to stop or grabbing the zone hold, which is a small crimp down by the left side of that volume there. This one I would say is probably the hardest of the green tag circuit because it involves, like all electric boulders, a combination of power and a combination of coordination.
And there's also like a lot of precision to that landing, whether she does
For sure.
like the heel hook or the hand, like you are aiming so specifically on the highest points of those holds. Like this wall, while it doesn't look like it's overhung, it is 7 degrees overhanging. So catching that and not being pushed away from the wall is going to be like an awesome challenge.
Exactly. You're like permanently trying to fall back from the wall and you're using your hips to like suck yourself in a little bit.
There's also a level of commitment, I think, for
sure.
for the jumping down part.
Yeah.
It seems unnatural because when you're climbing, you're always moving your way up.
Yeah.
But I think that there's a level of commitment that really does come with this boulder.
Yeah. Yeah. Run starts and lâchers and anything where you're throwing yourself towards the wall. You need a level of commitment. You need body awareness. You need to learn how to like slow down and absorb impact on your feet. There's a parkour aspect to it where you need to learn how to fall properly.
Can you, for the people at home, can you define lâchers for us?
Yeah, so the climbing move lâcher or the parkour move lâcher is when you're grabbing onto a hold, much like Jacqueline is, and using your lower body to swing so you let go of your handholds. So the lower body is now carrying you towards your target, which is either the zone or the heel hook spot. So you need to swing like you're on a swing set and use that swing to release your hands and throw yourself towards the wall.
Okay, well, I also think that we haven't talked about starts.
No, we have not talked about starts.
So if one of you would like to discuss how a boulder starts, that would probably inform a lot of people.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. So one of the things that you'll see on each of our climbs are tags that indicate the color. So the color of the circuit that
white,
we
green, blue,
host,
black.
white, green, blue, black. And they also have triangles next to them if you can't see the tags. But we have 5 of those on each of our climbs, and they indicate always our starting and finishing points. So when you're starting a boulder, again, we do everything like the Olympics and World Cups. We're starting 4 points of contact on the wall in identified places. And then we're going to follow the same color or same series of holds to our last hold, our last move, and hold that last move with control. And where you need to do that is indicated by our 5th tag.
It's normally at the top of the wall. Usually it's at the top of the wall. Yeah, and the one thing I want to add to that is just the element of control. You do want to control your starts, so you want to hold your starts for a length of time. It's a judge sport, so if the judge thinks that you cheated the start by just tapping your foot or tapping a hold without controlling it, they can call you off as a false start, and you have to try again. So always important to look for your 4 points of contact, start it correctly, have some control, and then you're off to the races, so as they say.
I think that's a good explanation.
I think we did it. I think we nailed it. I think we got all the comp climbing stuff. Now we can just gab on about our favorite songs, action figure, accessories, all that stuff. But for now, I don't want to read this one. I want someone else to, because this is always a really good time.
This will be a treat for you. Your first Friday night on site, and you get
welcome, Dustin. You got to read this now. Okay, who do we got on the mats on problem number 1?
Oh gosh. Okay, this What is this, a
You gotta read
novel?
this. Don't worry about the action figure fact. I just want to hear what Larry's fun fact is. Larry always write us out his own fun fact, and it's always like an absolute gem. But
It looks on the small side today, to be
it
honest.
does on the small side, yeah. He might get this problem pretty quickly, though, so you got to read fast, Justin.
Larry got into photography to capture sea creatures like the fascinating comb jelly. Though they look like jellyfish, comb jellies are a completely separate branch of the animal kingdom. Their nervous systems are entirely unique. Their neurons are fused into a single continuous network and don't use the neurotransmitters common to all other animals.
Fantastic.
I really like that
Yeah,
one.
that was really good, and also great work, Dustin. Fantastic. Welcome to Onsight Night. Larry's usually writing at least a page of fun facts, so this is like a very conservative fun fact in terms of length. So
And I love it when you viewers come out to Friday Night On-Site, bring a little pizzazz with you.
yeah. And everyone watching at home, you get science facts, you get music trivia, you get me-
Larry's brought us some of the best songs when
Making
we do
phenomenal
like our
jokes.
opening.
Oh yeah. When we
themes
talk about
for-
songs. Oh my
yeah.
goodness, Quinn just did a really cool lâché there, and that's a top from Quinn. He didn't stop. He completely skipped over the zone. He said, "Nuts to your zone," and he went all the way past to the sloper jug.
But we talked about that in forerunning as well.
We did, yes.
And actually, we should talk about forerunning and the process about it.
We should, but let's watch Larry on problem number 1 real quick, because he's gonna likely. I don't want to jinx this or commentator curse this.
Yeah,
Top
you're
left
going to
corner of the screen.
commentator curse.
I didn't say a word. I just want to.
I see it right now.
He needs to get his left foot up. There's a small foothold by his left knee. He found it. Heel hook. Nice.
He's got the heel. Okay, you might be right. You might not have said anything at all.
So he's got another really small foot that's high up for his right foot, but he's got to shift his weight all the way to the left around the arete. And he has a very small hold, a little pebble that's kind of screwed on top. You can see where his right hand is.
He's also looking very in control, though,
He
like
is.
very composed.
Yeah. He's going to just jump it. Nice. Oh, he was so close there. I think that could go. Yeah.
You know what? If there's anybody that I believe in coming up with a very fascinating beta
Yes.
or a cool break to our black tag climbs, it's Larry.
So I usually gab on about Larry, but Larry, Vlad, and I would say Brad, they spend a lot of time like breaking a climb first, maybe using some reach or something, and then they'll do it the way that's intended, and then they'll do it 16 other ways. And they'll send me video, and they'll be like, "Look at this other way that we learned to do it." And I think they've progressed so quickly in the gym and in the climbing world in general, just because they've learned how to do a boulder 16 different ways. They can look at a boulder and be like, "This is the way I'm going to do it," and it's really cool to see. So
So to get some context, though, what
Sure.
do you mean when you say a break?
a break. So kind of what Larry was doing here with the first move, where he's reaching all the way to the pinch, a way that was unintended from how the setters wanted it to be done. Not a bad thing. Never is a bad thing. All it means is
Come on, Larry. Come on.
usually they've discovered
that's
something
good.
we haven't. Nice. That's
Nice.
our first top of the night on the the black tag boulder from Larry. Great work from him. It just means they've done something out of intention from what the setters intended. Usually what happens is they play a little bit more to their strengths because the intended way is something they didn't want to do or chose not to do.
Or their body size.
Body size is huge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
body
yeah.
size is a huge factor
Not
in that.
just for tall people, but short people will like crimp footholds or they'll mono bolt holes. They'll find ways to get the most out of each handhold or foothold so that they can maximize their reach. So
Also, sometimes their body just fits in the space better than
Yeah,
a tall
for sure.
person's.
Flexible people, they can get their feet over their head.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm an age. I don't want to say what age,
In
but
age.
I'm
Old
an age. I'm an
In
age that
old
can't get his foot
age.
above his head anymore.
I can get
so-
my foot above my head.
Nice.
We're proud of you.
Yeah.
Good, you should be. It's hard.
Congrats. Yeah. I cannot. Real quick, while we have Brad on boulder number 3, bottom left corner of your screen, this boulder is high complexity, high frustration, and very high intensity. It's like very physical. You're always pressing against something and trying to put more weight into your feet. And just the whole boulder is telling you need to get off this boulder right now. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, it seems like all of the opposition, which is the thing that keeps you on a boulder,
Yes.
is the opposite way.
It is,
It's
yeah.
not the way that you feel comfortable
Exactly.
or the way you want it
You
to
can
be.
see, like, we can go to problem 3, the white holds there. All of them are upside down. All of them are facing the wrong way, and there's like little tiny feet going through the center of that zone that you really need to rely on to match all those upside down holds.
And that big Waco, the big circular one with the weird wonky shape cut out, that is probably the worst of the bunch.
I think the worst like foothold of the bunch. Yeah, it's like very slopey. Just real quick, we've got our next climber on the mats. I don't want to miss him. It's Vlad, Larry's brother. Vlad has been climbing here for 8 years. One of the crew that tries boulders 16 different ways. So we'll see some really cool, hopeful breaks or different ways to do these climbs. Vlad is climbing the blue tag circuit. If he was an action figure, he would need a multimeter for a breadboard. Or a multimeter and a breadboard. All electronic equipment. That's exciting. That's cool.
What's a breadboard?
A breadboard is something you plug in like LED diodes, or it's used as like a testing apparatus for like electronics.
Oh, cool.
It's like a circuit board, but you can kind of like, it's like a Lego circuit board. That's the best way of describing it.
Cute.
See, and I learned something new right now.
Right. See, everyone who watches the Reach Indoor Climbing stream, you get science, you get math.
We love science
You
here.
get music, you get humor. What more could you want? On prob number
Sometimes
2,
dogs.
we have Dylan. We got to talk about this boulder in a second. And on prob number 3, we have Jacqueline, just working on the white tag here. This is another dynamic move on the white tag circuit. Who wants to talk about prob number 2, the one Dylan's on right now?
Which one is that?
I'd love to talk about problem number 2.
Go for it.
Go
Prob
for
number
it.
2, and the overhang. What are we supposed to do there?
So on the overhang, we want to jump to the hold that's underneath the volume on that right side there. And then bring our left hand up to the slopey one in kind of like a 1-2 fast movement, nice and dynamic. Just like Dylan is trying here. I think he just needs a little bit of height on that. And then we're getting a hand to the zone, hopefully. Are we matching the hold first, Brandon? I cannot remember on this one. Do you remember if we're matching
on the first
the sloper on the
on
front
the
face
volume?
of the volume? Yeah.
Yeah. So you are matching it.
We're matching it and then coming to the zone hold with the right hand.
Yeah.
And then the hold after the zone hold, the little jug that looks like it, we want to bring our left hand underneath because it's a bit of an undercling. So an upside down hold, that's really positive, which means we need to bring our feet up and bring tension through our feet so that we can have the opposition that you need to stay on the wall and bring our right hand up to the next hold. So around this part of the boulder becomes very, very physical and very, very wrestly as we move to the next hold, the next 2 holds to finish our boulder problem.
So when you say matching, what do you mean?
Matching is using both of our hands on the same hold. And that can look like different positions or the same position because like often on something big like that, we need to shift our hands a bunch to continue to have opposition and tension through our body and
We got
with the wall.
A zone from Vlad here. So this is
Which
our
is
balance.
the funniest zone,
Yeah,
I have to say.
Have we talked about problem? No, we haven't.
No,
yet.
we haven't.
So problem 1 is our balance problem in the blue tag circuit.
Wait. I want to talk about the zone hold because what did you say in forerunning, Brandon?
It is like, let's go to 1 and 2 here. So Vlad on problem 1, Dylan on problem 2. Jacqueline has decided to sit down and maximize her resting time for the next boulder. The zone of problem 1, it's a little dot in the center of your screen there. Vlad just had his hands on it. It's like a pebble. So you have to like squeeze it between your like thumb and index finger. I don't know. I wish there was camera on what my hands are doing right now.
You're like pinching cheeks almost, pinching
Exactly.
someone's cheeks.
Yeah, like pinching someone's cheek. That's exactly what you're doing. And then you have to match it with both hands too. It's just like a very small pinch. The what it's built after, or what I was like envisioning, is gritstone boulders. You ever seen that?
Yeah. Gritstone boulders.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I believe you said that your heart was right there
yes.
at that hold.
Yeah, we were forwarding this, and I really badly. Nice, Vlad's turning out. That's sick. This is what I was talking about.
This is Vlad's favorite way to climb boulders.
He loves a face out.
I was talking to him and Larry about this earlier this week, and like this is a like a conclusion that they came up with so quickly in climbing.
They love a good
he
face
just
out,
loves
for
a
sure.
face out.
Real quick, my when we were forwarding this, the one thing I didn't want to see change was that zone hold change, because my heart was attached to that hold. I needed that hold to be on the wall and stay on that wall, so thankfully we got it on. Okay, we've got another climber. Tatiana, who do we have?
My favorite climber.
Oh my goodness, favoritism.
Oh.
We
That's
love
okay. I love him. This is Eric. He's been climbing for 30 years.
30 years.
30 of his 300 years old.
What a legend.
Yeah. And today he's going to be climbing the blue, but I actually think he's going to change it to black. I'm hoping he changes it to black because I think he needs an extra
Nice.
spice in
I
his
just heard
life.
him say, I'll do black.
Perfect.
Yeah, he like tuffed up his shoulders too and like puffed his
Hot.
chest out, and he's like, I'll do black.
That's PG. Okay.
Okay, so on problem 2 we have Larry, who flashed the move to zone. That is really, really cool. Okay, and he's reading. This is the foot first method. So we want to get right foot, match our left foot on top, and then toe hook around that foot above his head. We've got Quinn, who's doing the paddle and stop the paddle on problem number 3. He's got one more dynamic move, so let's focus on him, bottom left corner of your screen. Ooh, Eric came close to nailing that move of problem number 1.
And Brad's
Well, and
going to climb his favorite climb of the night.
The slab.
And it's almost like, it's almost, oh, he didn't even do the paddle.
No, he just kind of pulled through the sloper there, and that's a top for Quinn. That was a flash for Quinn, too. Nicely done.
Nicely
V
done.
Quinn. V Quinn.
Sorry, I need to tell
Oh
you
my
guys.
goodness, Eric got this on his second go.
Yeah.
We gotta watch Eric.
He
on
is
number 1.
king of coordination, and I just want to say, if he was an action figure, his accessory would be one giant gun, like a huge one, and a real one. 9mm handgun.
Not a fake one.
Preloaded, blicky included.
I feel like there's some laws against having a real gun on the action figure, but whatever. Hasbro, if you're watching, please chime in the chat. Hasbro or Mattel. Who else makes action figures these days?
Amazon.
Amazon.
They
Nice.
also probably sell guns.
Wouldn't I? Isn't the right
Oh
answer?
my goodness.
Oh,
Isn't the right answer Disney?
commentator
Disney make action figures?
curse.
Well-
I did curse Eric, didn't I?
I mean, they own Marvel.
I guess. Do they make action figures?
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like when I was buying Disney action figures when I was a child, I wasn't buying them. My mom was. Shout out, Mom, if you're watching.
Happy
Happy birthday
birthday.
yesterday. Yes, happy birthday. She would buy me stuff from like Mattel and Hasbro and all those companies.
Yeah, because Disney didn't have the monopoly then. Now
No.
it's all capitalism. So
Exactly.
no buying action figures.
Yeah,
Make them out of clay.
make them out of clay. Nice. Make your own action figures.
I-
Quinn's upgrading to problem the blue tag on problem 3, zone 3. Brad has the zone. That is a secured zone on problem 4 there,
And he's using it.
and he's using it.
And he's using it. I think that's the goal.
That is the goal, is to use the zone. Yeah, that you get the points if you use it.
All of these holds are so bad, though. It doesn't really
terrible.
matter.
I know.
Like, it's
The
like,
last gnarly flapper I got
Yeah.
was on this slab
Yeah.
on these holds, and it like skinned
no.
Bad
the hole
holds.
in my whole like top of my middle finger.
Nice, great first move from Quinn here. He did the double. It was a quick flip with his hands. We have progress on all these boulders, so I don't know which one to watch. Eric's making progress. Looks like he's trying to do some crazy tall person skip here. Larry's making progress. Looks like he's trying to do his feet first beta.
I think the tall,
Oh, Eric Sands.
tall beta.
He's so tall.
He's so tall.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's wearing
Oh, Larry gets his
our
foot up.
matching shirt as well.
Larry gets his foot up. Oh, he's so close. That's a send from Eric.
Yeah.
Okay, we are on to problems 2, 3, and 4 now. We can stop watching the top left. We have how much time? 1:20. That's enough time for everyone to make some progress here.
It's enough time for one go each.
Yeah.
Remember, you want to
Two
keep.
if we're lucky.
No, you want to keep track of your time. Brad
Hey.
maybe
Attempt.
gets
Yeah,
two.
Brad can get 2.
Yeah.
He has his last attempt.
Larry, because he's on the most physical boulder of the round, I'd say definitely get one more go in. 'cause
And
he
you know
knows he can
what?
do it.
Quinn, I think he will do well on this slab, so I think he can afford to as
For
well.
sure. Yeah.
The real
Oh,
problem
Brad's
with
one hold
this
away.
slab is that it takes time.
Yes, it does. It does.
But
Nice.
It's so
Let's go, Brad.
frictiony.
Come on. Come on, Brad.
I
Come
hope
on,
he
Brad.
tells me it's like climbing outside.
That is a
I'll
top
count
from
that.
Brad.
Yep.
That's our first top on the slab.
Heck yeah, Brad.
Heck yeah, Brad. Oh, Larry
His
has his
favorite
hands on
one
last
of the
hold. He
comp,
missed
I'm
how he did
telling
it.
you.
Larry's got one hand on the finish. Can he get 2 hands on the finish? He just got to squeeze.
This is one of those hard moves,
Oh, it's a
though.
hard finish. It
It's
is a
like
hard
a
match.
very patient.
Pull your hips in. He's got a knee bar. He's got his fingers locked in the knee bar. He's got a finish. Let's
That's
go.
a
Let's
top.
go.
Oh my goodness. We've got comp action. Sports. Absolute sports. I don't know who we have on the mats next. I feel like
Definitely somebody.
we have a dead chair. We have a dead chair right now, so that means no one's on problem number 1. But in 5 minutes, we're going to have somebody on problem number 1.
Really good that you explained dead chair.
Yes,
We
because
killed
they are
them.
alive. They
This
are
is
not
an
deceased.
admission.
So problem 1, it looks like Eric is doing things, but don't pay attention to Eric. Or do, I don't know.
Pay attention to him.
Oh, sure, pay attention to
He's
Eric.
fun to watch.
Problem 2, we got Vlad.
He's
Problem
a
3, we
comic.
got Dylan. And on problem 4, we got Jacqueline.
Hey, does anyone know how to beatbox?
Do I know how to beatbox?
Yeah.
I do
Oh,
not.
actually, you know what? Since Dustin was asking questions about I want to ask Dustin. Dustin, how
Nice.
did you start off in the comp climbing? What made you come and join us over here on what some would say the dark side is?
the dark side.
Any old head.
I started climbing in competitively climbing in high school at Rock and Chalk, and then moved on to Tour de Bloc and national team events. I competed at a bunch of World Cups and a World Championship, and then I started setting them. And I've known Brandon for a very, very long time. So when he was like thinking about having guest route setters, I was all in.
Yeah, I would say that, not to... Well, yeah, okay, so way back, when I was like 14 or 15, I think you taught me how to root set way back in the day when I started Rock
Oh
and
my
Chalk. So
gosh.
that was...
It's 3 generations of root
It
setters.
was 3 generations of root
You're
setters.
my grand head setter.
Oh, no. I regret all of this right now.
We're not even at the 2-hour mark.
No, we're not even at the 2-hour mark, and we're already making fun of each other's age here. So
Well, I'm definitely the oldest one at this table, so.
for sure, but not by much though. Not by much. Yeah, that's not by much.
That's more.
he's mouthing at his age, and I don't think it's very much. But
I probably will.
I'm gonna blink, and I'm going to be that age very soon. I just want to tell you that. The way my life has gone in the last like 10 years,
That's
like.
because you opened the crazy box that comes
Oh,
with
I know.
opening a gym.
I know. I've lost track of all time and all sense of reality, as it were. I still think I'm like 26 years old, which I'm not.
I'm 26.
That's exciting.
So let's talk about.
Pretty soon you won't be.
Let's talk about
Let's talk
boulder
about
number
climbing.
4.
Oh, the green tag or the white tag.
the
whatever.
white tag,
Yes.
because this was a very interesting boulder to me.
Controversial. This was the balance boulder of the white tag circuit.
I
You-
also agree it's controversial.
Very controversial.
I set this boulder.
Yes, you have to stay very close to the wall while getting around this arete. And you have a lot of options for hands. You have options that are high above you, probably too high above you, and you have options that are low below you, probably too low below you.
But
there
it's-
is. Go ahead. Sorry.
But it's more like adventure climbing than
It is.
anything else.
100%.
Like,
You have
it's-
to choose your own adventure. It's like one
Yeah.
of those fun books you got when you're a
Yeah.
kid. There is a crimp that was down by Jacqueline's shin that you could lean down and grab, and that'll bring your hips around the arete. Or you could grab the volume if you're taller and use the triangle volume, which Jacqueline was trying to do on that last go.
And I have to say, this triangle volume, we talk about having to stay super close to the wall. On this, it pushes out your hips
It does.
and your knees, which help you get nice and close to the wall.
Yep.
Help you control how much you're being kicked off in your center of gravity.
This is one of those
And you have
boulders
to
where you...
trust like a blind foot on the left. You
Oh, she got
can't really
close.
see
She got
that
close.
when you look
She
down.
got really close,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's one of those boulders where you don't want to breathe while you're on it because you feel like if you breathe, you're just going to get tipped out from the
Oh,
wall.
I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
We had to close the garage door earlier because a slight breeze would blow us over.
Exactly. It's very thin. It's very thin for a balancy white tag. 1 minute left for our climbers.
You can already see that on problem number 2. I think he sent, didn't he?
Who was on problem 2? Was it? It was Vlad.
Vlad?
It was Vlad. That might have been our first send of the blue tag. I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure he did, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we got another stack of climbers here. Fantastic. I thought this might have been over, but it's not. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we got a whole night ahead of ourselves, friends. All right. As our time winds down, this might be our last attempt from Jacqueline here. We're going to welcome Shy onto the mats.
He just waved at the camera.
He waved at the camera. Nice. Hi, Shy.
Big thumbs up.
Shy hasn't done a Onsight Night in a very long
Not in
time.
a while.
So
I don't
welcome
think.
back, Shy.
Yeah.
He's a staff here. He's a coach here at Reach Indoor Climbing.
He's also lying about this.
No, yeah. It says he's been climbing for 1 hour. He's been climbing for longer than that. He's maybe like 2 years, I would
He's
say.
already climbed longer than an hour today.
2.5.
Although.
Yeah, exactly. Although he might have only climbed for like 5 seconds because he just warmed up, got in here, and now he's on the wall. Nice. That is a top. That's a flash from Shy on the white
He's
tag.
wearing rental shoes.
He's wearing rental shoes. He did not anticipate climbing tonight, but he is climbing tonight. So welcome, Shy.
Good for him.
If he was an action figure, his accessories would be elevator and ballet shoes. Oh,
That's what he wanted to be.
That's it. Yeah.
He's an elevator repair tech.
He's an elevator repair technician.
and that's his dream.
Yeah. We've got Quinn on problem 4. He's finishing this up. This will be like a flash, I believe, from Quinn.
And that's the first top on problem number 4.
It is
isn't
first
it?
time from the green tag.
For the
Quinn's
green
been-
tag, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's been flashing all the boulders on the green tag circuit. I think we went 4 for 4.
I think next time.
Well, he's
we
doing the green
convince-
/ blue, so he's going to get on the white blue here.
I think we convince him to do blue/green next time.
That'd be cool too, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Larry.
I'm very
who-
excited to see him
Ooh.
try this.
Larry's
boulder.
made some progress on problem number 3, which I think will be the hardest for people like Larry's, for the taller folks. It's very scrunched and compressed. I think Brad had some trouble getting into that box there because of how physically scrunched. He's giving me a thumbs up. He agrees. I think Larry's going to have the same trouble. But what's nice is that the shorter people are going to have a better time on this one, but likely will have a worse time on problem number 1 in the black tag circuit.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know whose dog that is.
Yeah, see, we've
Do you know whose dog that is?
Oh, we've got a dog in the building. And
we've
not-
lost Tatiana because she's just obsessed with this dog now.
Yeah, not my dog, Mickey. Damn. Mickey, if you're listening, please show up. We miss you. Eric's doing the paddle. He's doing it as a bit of a 1-2, which looks really cool. As long as it's coordinated, then we're happy as route setters. Larry just needs to, I think, flip his hands around. I think that's what I did. Oh, he made it work, though. That's great. So the zone hold is just above his head. Zone 3, bottom left corner of your screen. This is the most progress we've seen on this boulder so far. He's going to step his left leg through. Okay. Well,
This boulder is so precise with
Yeah.
body tension, with where you're placing everything. Even when we were trying it, the amount of times that we switched holds out and switched them back and forth, they all were the same holds the entire time.
yeah.
We just needed to find the best iteration of them because
Exactly.
we knew the climb was there. It was just this much better, or
We
this much closer to our final product with
sure.
these small tweaks.
We spent quite a lot of time, especially with the finish hold on this black tag number 3, replacing the hold. Initially, we had it as a no texture clear hold. We tried for, I would say, close to half an hour to make that clear hold work. It was just too hard. It was just too much for a boulder that you have to get in 5 minutes.
And not just trying it in one iteration.
Yes, yeah, I know.
There was a bunch of
4 different iterations.
augmentation
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
shimming and
Yeah. We did a lot with that
Oh,
clear hold just to make it
okay.
work.
This is something I heard a lot of today that I've never heard before.
uh-oh.
What is shimming?
Shimming. It's like a construction terminology. When you place a small piece of wood under, and I'm going to butcher this for any of you construction heads in the chat.
Nice, Larry.
It's when you place a small thin piece of wood under a piece of wood to elevate or bump out that piece of wood. And in this case, what we tried to do is use a small thin hold to bump out the bottom of a hold so that hold became a little bit more in cut or easier to grab onto. Oh, we got a construction head in the chat. Amazing.
Thank you.
Did I kill it? Did I nail it? What shimming was?
Don't tell him if he did.
Just only positive feedback, please.
We can't take any negative today.
No, not anymore. Nice. Quinn reads this Toa catch, and now he's
Which
going
is
to
a
shift his right
cool
foot up
thing I haven't
and then jump to the zone.
seen.
He's got to change his toe to a toe on, Close, close, close. He nailed that, though. He figured that one out with 20
Very
seconds left.
cool beta.
Yeah.
Thanks in the chat.
Nice.
You
Thank
nailed
you, chat.
it. We
Appreciate
actually
you.
screwed it on, but
Yeah, nice. But and the first zinger of the night.
thank you.
Okay, we got chaos going on. We got 2 seconds left. Eric's doing some shenanigans. Quinn almost got the zone there. He was so close. He just figured it out a little bit too late. Who's got our next climber? Tatiana.
I got our next climber.
Who's our next climber?
Our next climber is Matt. He's been climbing for 1 year and 2 months. Very specific. I love it. He'll be climbing the green tag today.
I love his answer for this. Wait a second.
This is a
Nice.
good
What's his
one. If he was an action figure, he would use his golf clubs.
Nice.
Of doom.
Of
For
doom.
accessories.
That's fantastic. Yeah, Matt loves golf just as much as he loves climbing. He
But
loves
not
climbing
more.
He loves climbing more. Let's face it. That's the real sport.
And all these friendly faces and sparkling personalities that he gets to see at the gym as well.
Yeah, he loves us.
You don't get that at the golf course.
You don't get that at a golf course. Exactly. What do you get? Grass.
You get grass.
Grass and
Maybe a goose.
maybe a goose.
I'm so glad there's no camera on us because, they can't see me shaking my head.
the face palm, the face meat palm. Okay, who else we got? We got problem 2 is our blank chair. Problem 3 is Vlad on the Black Holes blue tag, which we haven't talked about. We'll talk about that in a second. Problem 4 is Dylan on the white coordination boulder. Dustin, this is your boulder. What was the prompt? What did you do?
Okay, so what was given to me was the idea that this would be very koala climbing, which I had never heard about.
I invented that. I
but-
invented the koala bear.
Koala
But
marsupial.
it's meant to be a lot of it's very old school in the sense that it's a lot of pulling. Even though those are volumes, it's a lot of control of holds
Yes.
and moving slowly through them.
Yeah, where I think there's a couple of boulders, number 2 and 4 in the blue tag circuit that revolve around fast movements, like the one Dylan's on right now. This boulder is all about keeping slow, keeping technical, keeping very close to the wall. And when I said koala, I was like, picture a koala bear climbing on a tree or something. They're hugging the tree. They're wrapping their legs around it. It's kind of a similar idea. You want to wrap your feet, just keep your hips close to the wall. You're doing a lot of hugging of these volumes. And you nailed the prompt.
Thank you.
No worries. So Vlad, for Vlad, I think this might be a tricky boulder because it is very small box. You have to get it into really cramped, tight positions. body positions.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think this will be a challenge for Vlad because Vlad likes utilizing his span, and why wouldn't you? I've seen a couple people do this as the 1-2, like Vlad, but it also goes very slow. You can toe hook.
I was just going to say that
Yes.
it is a very slow boulder
Exactly.
in the sense that
You can
Each-
do it fast with that 1-2 pop, but where his right hand is right now is ideally where we want him to put his right foot, his right toes, to kind of hook himself in. Oh, he's going to use a span. Nice. He read that as a toe catch.
Yep.
I could see it. I
It's
buy
close.
It.
It's
I buy
close.
it.
I wouldn't disagree.
Yeah. Problem number 4, Tatiana. This is your boulder. You want to talk about this one? What you want? What you get?
So we played with a few different iterations of a multi-step up or hop up to a catch hold,
Yeah.
which then we kind of did a little horizontal paddle into our zone hold and into the foot right below it.
So the idea was a step up jump, but by the time you stepped up, the hold is too bad to stop, so you have to jump again. So you want to do a lot of foot movements. That's kind of what we aimed for.
There's a little bit of micro beta to this. You'll see that our current climber is starting very a square to the wall. But if we go with the direction of those feet and bring our right hip, our right shoulder onto that, closer to the wall so that we can kind of launch more directly at the hold so that we can use that horizontal space.
Exactly.
And then we have the second half, which is kind of we press on the volume and walk our feet up into a pretty gnarly undercling. It is very slopey, and
Yeah.
you're kind of crouching on this big volume.
I would say this boulder gets a little easier after the zone, but that's only because of the time constraint. This first move, we assume will take a lot of time to figure out.
It's a risky move.
Yeah, which you saw Quinn almost get it like within the 5 minutes. But because of that, you only get like 1 or 2 shots at the last move. So if we made it harder at the top, we would assume it wouldn't go. So. Okay, we've got 5 seconds left. This is Matt's last attempt here on the green tag. He's making some progress. Just needs to figure his feet out. But with that, time is up. Dustin, who's our next climber?
Ethan Zelmer is our next climber.
Ethan.
He is, when asked how long he's been climbing, he said, "I don't know."
Nice. I feel like
A
I can
long
answer that question for
time.
him. Yeah, I used to coach him when he was very young. I say this every time he's on the mats. I'm sorry, Ethan, to say the same story. I used to coach him when he was like 12 years old. He's clearly, as you can see on your screen, not 12. So he's been climbing for, I would say 10 years, 8 years.
That's pretty
7
good.
years, something like that. Yeah.
Good guess, yeah. He's tackling the blue circuit right now. Is that correct?
He's doing the blue, yeah. So he's doing the red holds balance problem, goes across the
Yep.
wall with a little pebble.
And his action figure accessory would be, I don't know. Why do I get the bad ones? ASML Electron Ultraviolet
Lithography
machine.
Nice. I have no idea what any of those words mean except electron. That's cool.
I think lithography has to do with writing or books.
Okay. Maybe he comes over after
I
this
could
and he
be
tells
wrong.
us.
I
He
hope
tells us what
so.
that is.
Yeah,
Or
I
if
think
in
you
chat-
should.
Yeah.
I think you should go and recruit him. Actually.
Yeah.
He's busy.
If you know what.
He's on the wall.
Oh,
No,
Larry.
no, but
sorry.
I mean, like,
climbing.
after.
Rock climbing, guys. Rock,
Rock
climbing.
climbing.
There's rock climbing.
Oh,
Larry's in the
Larry's
last
up
move
there.
of this zone.
Yeah,
of this
yeah.
zone 4. If he gets this, he'll get he'll get 3 to 4 boulders on the black tag circuit.
And he's really paying attention to his feet, which is really key for this boulder.
Very deliberate.
Very delicate.
So precise.
And that's a top.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Nice, Larry.
Okay, so Larry gets 3 tops in 4 zones. That's a really good score from him this Onsight Night. I think his best result yet. Climbing since 5 o'clock. There you go. Same here. I've been climbing since 9 o'clock, though. Ethan on prob number 1. He's got his hands on the really bad, like, pinchy hold, pinch your cheeks kind of hold. He's got to take his time there because he needs to match it and then match his feet and then go over even slower to the urette.
We have an answer for the lithography
Electron
machine?
thing?
Yeah. It is a machine for manufacturing computer chips.
Nice. Thanks, chat. I don't know who that is in chat, but I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. It's a machine for manufacturing computer chips. That's a heck of an accessory for an action figure, but we'll take it.
Would you say that it writes the computer chips
I don't know.
like a book?
Lithography.
Oh, come on.
Lithography. Eric's having a good time on problem 3. He's shrugging his shoulders. He's smiling. We're having a fun time.
Now, I have questions about blue and black in zone 3.
Blue and black in zone 3. Go for it.
I think that they've already been answered, but I cannot remember. These are both climbs where it feels a little bit better to be a little bit smaller, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say these
correct.
climbs really benefit the shorter climber because you have to get in very small boxes and you have to really keep your hips close to the wall. Ooh, Eric gets his own there.
Tall guy.
He's able to reach past it. Let's see if he can do anything from it. Yeah, nice, Eric.
Yeah.
Solid work from him.
Strong guy.
Someone's been working on their crimp strength. Oh, he's trying to skip to the top, but I don't think he can do that.
I think he can do it.
You think he can do it?
Yeah, I
Nice.
believe in it.
Nice. I don't want to believe in him because I don't want it to go that way. I want Eric to do well. He's a pal. But really don't want to see the bolt because that means we have to make changes when we get to the high school comp.
I just want to see if he has like the hip mobility to get like a really high foot or
Sure.
something and just like
Shy
Yeah.
on problem 2. He gets the little Shay over. See if he finishes up. In the rental shoes.
Nice.
Nice.
Brandon, you did touch on something else that I think is really important for everybody. Is you use the word crimp. What does that mean?
Oh, crimps. Climbing terminology. There's different types of holds. Crimp is like a small hold that's meant for just, the upper digits of your fingers. They are generally sharp. They are generally close to the wall, and you have to generally bear down on them in order to get any sort of sense of control. Ooh, versus a jug, which is like a big handlebar. You can wrap your full hand around, and a sloper, which you're grabbing with the open part of your hand.
And we definitely lost.
We have lost Tatiana to a dog.
It's over.
We're getting some lore on this lithographic chip making machine. We got some lithographic chip making machinists in the chat. That's great. Oh, and that's time. I believe that's time for everybody.
Who's next, Brandon?
Who's next? Shai has to get off the climb. Okay, you finished. There we go. He has to get off. Our next climber is Michelle. Michelle's been climbing for a year and a half. She's on the green tag circuit tonight, and her action figure accessory would be a fry gun and hamburger shield. That's sick. That's really sick. That's creative.
You guys are really getting all kinds of levels of experience here.
Oh, for the comp?
Yeah,
I thought you meant for the action figure answers.
No. Okay, that too.
Yeah, we've had people who've been asked that question before, by the sounds of it. Yeah, we get experience levels from people just starting out in their climbing journeys to people who've been climbing for 10, 15, even 20 plus years. So Eric's taking his second round of 5 minutes on this because, again, there's an empty chair, which some would call cheating, but that's okay.
Some would call cheating.
We got a climbing question in the chat here. What are the grades for the difficulties? So we don't normally go through grades even when we set
This
boulders
is always
regularly
a question when
in the
you
gym.
have a Curtis or a circuit.
A circuit? Yeah, I love this question though. So generally, our white tag circuit is aimed for people who have never competed before. People that have just started out with climbing in the gym. Green tag, you've done maybe a couple of these. Blue tag, we aim those for generally what you'd expect at like an OCF comp level, like a provincial level, like local level. We tend to set our black tags harder than that. So sometimes you can find those black tags at like a CEC nationals level. That's the best answer I can give you when it comes to the tag difficulties. There's big ranges, but even, and you know, Dustin, maybe you can agree with this, when we set comps regularly outside of the Onsight Night, we never really put grades to anything. We always put percentages, who we expect to top and how we expect them to do it. It never really comes down to like a V grade.
Of course, because it's like the purpose of the problems are not for a V grade, they're for separation of a field. So
exactly. It's hard to grade like a jump too or something coordinated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Learning that boulder takes a lot of attempts, but once you get it, you can repeat it again and again and again. Nice, as Matt just showed with this Lachey here. Skipping the zone as well, doing the same beta that we saw Quinn do earlier. And that's a top from Matt.
That's a top, yeah.
Phenomenal work from him.
Okay,
Eric,
Brandon, I've got questions for you.
Yes, hopefully that answers the chat question about the grades. But go ahead, Dustin.
I want to highlight exactly what Brandon's involvement with coaching and athlete development has been.
Oh, geez. This actually wasn't rehearsed or prepped beforehand, so I'm just going to kind of wing it. My involvement meaning, like, what do I do in terms of the provincial level?
Yeah, and why is it important to you?
And why is it important to me? I've been coaching for about 20 years now in this sport. I've coached people from their first time on a climbing wall to national level athletes. I've coached people on the national team. It's important to me because I think it grows the sport. I'm all about developing the sport, which is why we love... Oh, we had a camera go down. I'm going to run, fix something, and run right back. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
This is great. I needed to be the one left by myself. It's up, Brandon.
I'm back. I was replacing paper towel.
That's okay. I'm back too. We have the camera up. And Michelle tops. That's fantastic. Okay, coaching. I coach because I feel like it develops the sport. I love coaching people at a local level because I feel like building a community is really important. A camera is going up and down. That is disheartening. But that's okay. We'll deal with that as we go. But yeah, that's why I coach. Hopefully, that answers your question a little bit.
Yep. No, that's it.
To the person in chat who misses the gym, we miss you. I'm not too sure who that is, but
I know who that is.
Do we tell? Do we say? Or can they say? They'll say.
I'm 90% confident. I'm going to text them and ask.
Nice. Okay. Well, we miss you as well. And then to the person talking about grades, what gym do you climb at? If you want to share, is it in Ontario? Are you viewing this from outside of the province? Where are you from? You're good. Our next climber on the mats is Aaliyah. Speaking about national team athletes, Aaliyah has done a number of World Cups for speed climbing. She climbs local at this gym here. Someone that I coach on our Reach adult performance team. Aaliyah's been climbing for 2.5 years. She'll be on the blue tag circuit tonight. And her action figure accessory would be a telescope.
That is so cool.
I think you should actually touch on the different disciplines of competition.
Totally. Let's watch Ethan on problem number 2, and then I'll talk about that, because he was the first person to get up to pass his own hold. Oh, Eric.
The end of this
right.
boulder is not forgiving.
No, it's not. He was so close. You need to hold. Yeah, you need to hold that top in control for at least a couple of seconds for a judge to call top. So no top for Ethan, but I believe he can get back up there. Eric hopefully doesn't have a similar result on this move. Watch the bottom right corner of your screen here.
Yeah!
Oh, that looked better. That looked a lot better.
Sorry,
okay.
your ears chat.
No, we're good. Different disciplines. Right now you're watching bouldering. This is a bouldering competition. There's lead climbing, which is climbing with a rope attached. You only get one attempt on your climb, and the highest you go is your score versus multiple attempts on the boulders here. And then there's speed climbing, which is what Aaliyah participates in and climbs at for Team Canada around the world. And that is a designated route that's been set about 10, 15 years ago. And you just repeat. You learn that route inside and out, and you have to just execute that route as quickly as possible. So those are the 3 disciplines. It's very unique sport climbing in which you get all 3 of trying a complicated problem over and over again, climbing one problem once and just relying on your route reading skills, and repeating a problem that you climbed over and over again. What do we have? From England? Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
How did you find us?
Yeah, we got some overseas watchers. That's
and
phenomenal.
a new climber too. I hope you continue to love the sport just as much as we do.
Yeah, and thank you for tuning in.
And hate the sport just as much as we do.
It's a love-hate. Oh, nice. Shy did the paddle across on the green tag. That's awesome. So we're watching Shy, bottom left corner of the screen. Let's see if he does the move coordinated with 2 hands, or if he decides to do what Quinn did with the power move, crossing into the second last hold. Aaliyah gets the zone. Top left corner of the screen. Aaliyah has the zone in their right hand. See if she does the match. We're watching 2 climbers at once here.
Looks like he's going to opt for the power.
He's opting for the power, but I don't know. His foot doesn't look super secure. Yeah. Part of that is...
I think with commitment, it would have gone.
For sure. Part of that is Shy's in rental shoes, which are typically not amazing for the type of climbing that we're doing right now. Eric, bottom right corner of your screen. Yes.
Yeah.
He's so close.
He has 1:50. He looks locked in. He can hear me. He's watching the camera. He's talking to all you at home. I'm going to yell, Eric, you got overseas spectators right now. People are watching around the coast to coast. So do this boulder. Okay. Tatiana giving a little pep talk to Eric for this last go. We want to see this boulder go.
That's cool.
That's really cool. Plateaus, I mean, my suggestion as a coach, and maybe Dustin, you can chime in as well, is just I like doing the boulders I can do over and over and over again and trying to find different ways to solve them. I think that's the best way to kind of break through a plateau, is getting through those boulders like maybe V2, V1, and focusing on doing them as smoothly as possible or as quickly as possible or skipping some holds. That has broken a lot of climbers I've coached out of their plateaus.
I agree with Brandon. I mean, like, the real hard thing about plateaus is that you have to get over it and and
nice.
not
Shy did the coordinator.
Nice.
Amazing, Shy. He's got to match the finish. Eric is so close on that.
He's really close.
He's got 30 seconds. He's got time for one more.
Oh, yay! You're not who I thought you were, but yay!
Thank you for that comment. That means
We
a lot.
love you.
I really appreciate that. We try our best to instill community here. We try our best to set some really interesting routes for everybody. Again, Dustin and I were talking about this at the beginning of the stream. The goal of this whole night is to make everyone feel like they're a World Cup climber. And
Yeah,
Eric
come on,
just did
Eric.
it. He's a World Cup climber. He's Tamoa. He's Adamandra. He's
Just name a bunch more.
oh, but
Just
he got
name
the
a bunch
zone.
more. Go.
And that's time. That is time. We're gonna welcome. It is, yeah. Well, Eric still has another 5 minutes if he wants, because there's a dead chair. Our next climber on the mats is Quinn. This is our second Quinn of the night for those at home keeping track.
Not the Quinn.
Not the Quinn, a Quinn. No, he's the Quinn. He's been climbing for a year. He'll be on the green tag circuit tonight, and his action figure accessory would be a portal gun. That's
Feel
kinda
like
cool.
there's a
Portal gun is so good.
That's a good one. I like that. I like the hamburger shield and whatever, what hot dog sword. I don't remember. It's been
like, wasn't it a fry laser or something?
fry laser and a hamburger shield, I think was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hot dog sword would be sick too, though. Michelle on problem 2, Matt on problem 3, and Eric's swan song on problem number 4. He gets a bonus 5 minutes just because we like him. Let's see Matt do this paddle. Oh my goodness, there it is. The most controlled paddle I've seen in my life. I was like, let's see if he can nail this Cordo move. That
He's got it.
Yep, that Shai just did.
I have faith. He's got it. He knows our tricks.
He knows. He reads it. He's got to go fast. Fast with his left hand, and his right hand's going to pop in.
It's almost natural to catch it with your
It
right
is.
hand because, like,
Yeah.
you're already moving past it.
Sorry, I just popped some mini eggs in my mouth. It is Easter, so I'm going to take a back seat for a second and just enjoy these snacks.
We had micro eggs earlier. They weren't satiating enough.
Michelle and the Lachey. Really, this is the time to talk about Lachey's again. You want to bring your feet as far back away from you as possible, like
Well-
you're swinging on a swing set, and you want to release at the right time. And the right time, in quotation marks, is somewhere when your feet go past 6 o'clock. Like you're penduluming, and your feet need to go past the 6 o'clock mark in order to maximize that swing.
Yeah, well, it's momentum based, right?
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
like, you have to create that momentum somehow. And when your feet are just hanging in the air,
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see from this attempt if Michelle can get her feet behind her a little bit more. She'll generate more momentum. She's going, oh, yeah, there we go. Cool.
there
so
you
feet
go.
Go
There,
behind,
that's it.
big swing, and then let go. That's the Lachey part. She got close. That was close.
That was very
yeah,
close.
certainly
Yeah.
close. Quinn on problem 1. He is on the second last hold. Just needs to trust his foot. Close. It's a decent foot. He just got to get a little bit more weight into it so he can get into the second last volume there. Eric, another attempt on problem 4. I really want to see it go. Steps up. Steps
Well, that's
across.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Come
He's got that
on.
dialed
He's got
now.
this.
He's learned. He has learned.
Come on. Don't lose the foot.
He's got to get his
Yeah.
foot up,
Breathe. He's going to tall
get
guy
into a
this.
press,
Yeah.
trust his foot, either bring his foot
Come
to his
on.
hand or
All you need to do
We
is just
stream
The
the
flexibility
first
part, though.
Friday of each month for the most part, unless our streaming setup is broken.
which it never is. Oh, he's so flexible.
Come on.
Oh, no. Yeah, we generally run competitions here once a month. Onsight nights we do the first Friday. Last month we had to skip it over just because the streaming equipment wasn't here. But you'll see us next month in May. We're doing this again on May the 3rd, I believe is the day. 1 minute left for our climbers. Quinn has maybe 1 or 2 more attempts left in the tank. Matt has 1 more good attempt for the Cordo move, and hopefully we can see another Lachey from Michelle.
So, Brandon, does the Lachey actually take a lot of effort, or is it solely just based off of momentum and you being able to create that momentum?
I think It's both. It needs some power, for sure. Oh, that's so close to Matt. He just needs to stand up a bit more. There's a lot of power involved in the Lachey, for sure. But like we talked in the beginning, there's a lot of risk involved. You're throwing yourself at a wall, and you really just need to, like, commit to that risk. It's one of those moves in comps where you need to have done the move before in order to know all the intricacies of the move. That's why it's in the green tag circuit. Oh, you can go for that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, with a couple seconds left, Dustin, who's our next climber on the mats?
Our next climber on the mat is Kurt.
Kurt.
He's been climbing for over 3 years. He's going to be challenging himself with the blue circuit tonight. And his action figure accessory would be a comically large sword and boxing gloves? Is that
That's pretty cool. And boxing gloves, yeah. Hey, we didn't limit it to one accessory. It says accessories, so...
Yeah,
boxing gloves and a sword.
All right.
I feel like that's impractical to use a sword with boxing gloves, but, like, I know nothing about hand-to-hand combat, so...
Maybe it just offers a level of protection.
I would assume so, yeah. Ethan on problem 2. He's already on the second last hold. Let's see if he does the taller beta from that Eric was trying. Now,
I think he's looking at getting his foot up right now.
Yes, you should get your feet up. That's a top from Shy, problem 4.
Or not.
Oh. We'll take it.
Okay.
That's the break.
All right.
We found the break. And Eric is punching himself right now. He is beside himself in anger. This is getting me pumped for climbing tomorrow. That's great. I'm glad this gets you pumped up, because I want to get back on these boulders tonight. I want to climb. And I don't normally say that. I want to go home after these because I'm very tired, because I've been here since 8 a.m.
I feel like you should take the latter option.
Yeah, I do have a lot of comps to set this month. This is not my only competition. I'm setting rope lead provincials, top rope provincials, another top rope comp here. So I should probably go home and get some sleep. But I'm glad you want to climb. I want to climb with you. Aaliyah on problem 2. She is just working out the paddle, the redirect there. Kurt on problem number 1. He's just trying to get his feet settled so he can drop down into the foothold and get the zone.
And
we got Shy on problem number 4.
He's on problem number 4. He's high up on problem number 4.
That's one hand on the top.
That's going to be a finish, probably.
I think so, yeah. He seems solid in his feet.
Very
nice. In the rentals, too.
Yeah, in rentals.
All right, we've got just 1 and 2, so let's get to this view here. Kurt on 1, Aaliyah on 2. This gets us a better view of problem number 2 and get to see what everyone's been doing on it. So you need to jump really hard to the left into that first hold in order to create some momentum to swing up and paddle up to the second hold.
Well, and then it's still not over. The end of that problem is very unforgiving.
Yes, it is, yeah. Save some energy for lead provincials. I promise you, I'm going to try and get some sleep between now and Wednesday. But I have to set a top rope competition in between now and then. I know who you are in the chat, and I promise it's going to be a great lead provincials. Kurt on number 1. That's cool. We got a big audience tonight watching this.
Yeah,
this
it's pretty
stream.
good,
That's
eh?
awesome. Yeah. Kurt on problem number 1. He just needs to switch his feet over, get his right foot out to the side.
He's still taking a lot of time, though. I think that he needs to commit to a move of some kind.
Yeah, I think the problem with this zone hold, and this is why I love it so much, it's so unique how you grab it that you spend a lot of time finagling it, and
readjusting, so that you think that maybe it's better over here, maybe it's better over there.
When the answer is just trust your feet more, sink down lower into your feet, and forget that you even have that hold in your hands. It's not good enough to really rely on, so don't take too much time on it.
So while we have a minute where these two climbers are actually sussing out their next attempts and
taking
stuff.
rest, which is a really good idea.
Yeah. Especially since it's the start of their rounds,
100%,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, really good from Leah. Sorry, go ahead, Dustin.
I think we should talk, because you're going to do all of those comps in the future. I think we
Yes.
should talk about route setting as a job.
Sure. We both been resetting for, I would say, a number of years, a number of decades. So we have, a little bit of a inkling of what it's like to route set as a job.
I would hope so.
At this point, yeah.
They didn't just let me set World Cups because I was like, oh, hey, I like you guys.
You showed up, yeah. Okay, so yeah, what are we talking about?
Well, I think we should talk about the general theory behind it,
Sure.
but also the goals and the the approach to it,
Yeah.
because it is a very unique endeavor to go and set a comp.
For sure, yeah. It's a lot of like educated guesswork, is what I would call it. Comp setting, you don't know everyone that's going to show up. You generally. Oh, that was so close.
That was really close.
Really close. You don't know everyone that's going to show up. You don't know how everyone's climbing that day. You are just going by like how you climb on the boulder, how your forerunners climb on the boulder, and then making the best effort guess you can through there.
Well, yeah, and like sometimes there's some weird things happen in ISO where like competitors are just like out there, and you're like, what happened here?
Yeah. They either do like crazy things or they do really strong things. They come out and they're like 7 times stronger than we were in forwarding, and you're just like, what the heck? How did that happen?
What happened? What did you eat this morning, and how can I get like
And
a
then-
very large shipment of it?
Exactly, and you're just thinking, is it me? Am I the problem? Am I weak? Was it me who did this?
Self-deprecating?
100%, yeah.
Oh, what choices have I made?
But the general theory for this is we want to see success, but we can't see everyone flash every boulder. Like in a comp, when we're setting competitions, we can't see everyone get to the top of everything on their first go. As nice as that would be, we need to see people fall on things and learn boulders as they go.
Of course, because we're looking for separation.
Yeah, we're looking for scores. Just real quick, we've got Carl on problem number 1. Carl is climbing on the green tag circuit. He's been climbing for a long time, maybe as long as we've been route setting. We don't know. It just says long time under climbing length.
That could be anything.
And he would need a grappling hook as a action figure accessory, which I think would be really
very
sick.
Batman-esque.
Very Batman-esque and very appropriate for the activities currently doing, rock climbing. Quinn, top number 2 while we were talking. Michelle on number 3 and Matt on number 4. All green tag climbers on the wall right now. But yeah, I'd say that's generally our theory and what we're trying to get across for...
It's also a very unique situation that we're in here, where there's all just green tag climbers on the wall. Like,
Yeah,
this is a very interesting situation.
Yeah,
to be in.
first time tonight we have only green tag climbers on the wall. So Tatiana's waving. She says goodbye.
We
She says to
lost
say
her.
Goodbye. Yeah. The dog.
There's a burrito waiting for me.
Nice. Okay.
And my bed.
Well, we'll see you next time, Tatiana. Thanks
You'll
for
see
coming
me
out.
next time. Always appreciate
Matt,
being here.
Topping problem number
Goodbye.
4. Phenomenal work from Matt.
That was good.
And we just got Carl and we've got Michelle. So let's see if I do. There's an app for that. 1 and 3. Carl on number 1 just needs to work his right foot up all the way to the volume. Let's see. We had a climber earlier, I think it was Quinn, who managed to get a wrap with 2 hands on the triangle that Carl's on.
The opposition comment.
He flipped his left hand. So Carl's left hand is facing towards the right now. He needs to flip it so his left arm is facing towards the left. That gives him some opposition and allows him to get his feet up a little bit higher.
It's almost like a little bit of like holding onto a shark fin kind
Yes.
of thing, right?
Yeah. Holding on to like the fin of a plane or something. I don't know. We try our best to do some analogies. I wish we could just have a setter cam and it just like views on us while we're doing some weird stuff with our hands. Actually, I don't wish for that.
Actually, I don't wish that at all.
Let's not do that. Let's not. Next time.
But I think I think this is going well. This has been a very interesting experience because like it does give the general membership a real feeling of what it's like to compete.
To climbing comps.
Yeah.
And it's the cheapest comp you can climb in. It's $10 on top of a day pass. So you come out, you try some boulders, hang out with some friends, maybe win something in the raffle. I
forgot there's a raffle.
There's a raffle. Yeah, we're going to announce some prizes after this. That's not on stream, but that's okay. Oh, Carl gets his foot up. He has his foot on the foothold. He just needs to trust it. I think he's going to be able to. Yep, there we go. Now he's got himself.
Well, and that's the good volume, right?
It is,
like
yeah.
out of all of the volumes, that's the one that's the most positive.
It's very positive for sure. But now he's got some thinking to do while he's up there. How is he going to get both hands on the underside of that triangle? And the answer is to really trust your foot on the triangle his right foot is on. Stand up all your weight onto it. Drop your heels down. He's got 50 seconds. So that's more than enough time to figure this out.
Well, it's kind of like a secondary test, right? Because that's the way that we approach boulder problems as route setters.
For sure.
There's one test to zone,
yeah,
and then there's a test going to the finish.
Yeah, and this is the next test here. How do you match this this hold. You have infinite time. Well, not infinite. You have finite time, but you have a lot of time up here generally to figure out what to do with your hands. And you have a really good rest spot that's back there where he is right now. So he can think. He can do some thinking.
Speaking of which, there's only 15 seconds left.
There's 15 seconds left. So now he's got a motor. Everything I said was a lie.
He's got to he's got to commit to something.
Carl, come on. You got it. Oh,
No, that's smart.
that's it.
That's really
a top.
smart. That
Nice.
is a very
That's
intelligent climbing.
Yeah, that is someone who's been climbing for a long time, as he said. That was really smart. He wedged his arm underneath the volume, and that gave him purchase to get one hand on the finish, and it was just as easy as tapping the hold with his right hand to finish. Okay.
Who's next?
I feel like this is our last climber to introduce. We've got Jacob. Jacob, another staff here at Reach Indoor Climbing. He's been climbing for about 2 years. He's going to be on the blue tag circuit tonight, so the red balance boulder you're seeing on the top left-hand corner of your screen. His action figure accessory is going to be a walking cane. A walking cane. Just a cane for walking. Nice.
I feel like there's more to that than
I think
just-
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, cane's kind of cool, but maybe not super useful for the boulders he's climbing on right now.
I definitely don't think it's going to help with the boulders he's climbing on right now.
I mean, it could. I don't know if the cane is part of your body, then couldn't you just like reach super far with it to increase your reach?
Well,
Maybe
okay.
put one of those like GoPro
does it
grabbers on it.
count? Does it count as part of your body?
In this competition, yes, I want to see it. So everyone watching at home, please bring one of those like gopher grabbers or like one of those what I don't know what I'm talking about. The grabbers, the extend your reach and extend your grip. Bring that to the comp next time, and we won't call you down. Nice. Olivia gets the double. Really smooth.
And
I
she's
think that
got
was, like,
zone.
Yeah, she's got zone now, and she has lots of time, which is really important. Because to figure this out, you need a lot of time. She needs to work her left foot up. That's her right foot. Yeah, I think she figures it out.
Yeah, because you want your heel on that.
You do, yeah,
Yeah.
where her hand is. Ooh, Ethan broke the, just about broke the climb here. Where we had, this is interesting. We had all green tape climbers on the last circuit, or last 5 minutes. We now have all blue tag circuit climbers on this.
That
5
is
minutes.
really interesting.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's weird how that worked out. But blue tag 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all going.
That's a very fortunate series of events to happen to make
Yeah, because now we get to watch the entire blue tag round in its entirety, which I don't know if 1, 2, and 4 have gone yet. 3 is gone. 1 has gotten to the zone. 2
No,
has
no.
gotten to the last hold.
3's gone,
And 4 has gone to the last hold as well, as we watch Ethan rounding
but
out
I
this
think
one.
it's going to get done right now.
That's
yeah,
a top.
that knee
That's
scum.
the top. Knee on the hold. We love a technical knee. Cool. That's a top from Ethan. I think he got 2 tops out of 4 on the blue tag circuit.
I actually don't think that anybody has done number 1 yet.
No one's done 1. They've gotten zone, but not gotten across to the arete. We just have 1, 2, and 3 left now.
To be fair, it's a very insecure move. Like,
Yes,
going to the arete is
100%.
not, like, it's
Yeah.
by no way, shape, or means, I can just leave this hand and I will definitely catch the hole.
Exactly. Kurt's just trying to do the 1, 2. He's not doing the redirect. I feel like he needs to go 2 hands into the first hold on the volume and then paddle himself
paddle
up.
him up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
going to give him more purchase. Otherwise, that jump is just massive. Kurt's a big guy. He's bigger than me. He could probably do the jump, but I think it's harder to do it that way. So
Well, I think that's part of like the whole route setting job is that
Yeah.
like we look to force movements, but what we mean by force movements is our way is the easiest way.
yes, yeah,
Because like you can be that strong in mono match on a 2-finger
Nice.
pocket.
there we go. He read it. He understands it now. He's got a better idea of what to do.
He's
but
got a
does he have
minute
the time?
left.
Yeah, a minute and 20. That's the hardest part of this comp is just figuring out
No,
what to do.
chill. You want to do?
Yeah.
You want to? No.
He's
Okay.
hyped up though. He's hyped up. There
Oh,
it is.
All right. Prove me
There
wrong.
it is. He's got a foothold. There you go.
Prove me wrong.
That was sick. Oh, so close from Kurt.
I don't think that would count as zone.
Yeah. If this is World Cup, I wouldn't count that as a zone.
Here you're ready to go over and sign a scorecard. You're
know,
like,
yeah.
I'll just give you zone. I don't.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to. He's a pal. So, camera one, you have been
Nothing but trouble.
nothing but trouble today. That's great. Jacob's the last climber on number 1, so I'm going to explain what he's doing. He's got one hand on zone. And he fell at the same place, generally the same place as everyone else. Just trying to get his hands matched on zone and across to the Arette. Oh, we're back.
And
on camera
1 is back.
Jeez, camera 1. I have no enemies in this world except for camera 1. Oh,
It's gone again.
it heard me. It heard me. That's okay. Camera 1 fought the good fight. It fought the good fight, and it made it to the end of the stream. Actually, I lied. We have one more climber on the mats.
Who's the other climber?
Who's the climber? We don't have their fun fact sheet, but I know I can tell you it's Jason.
Okay.
Jason is on the mats. I'm just going to make up some facts and
make
figures.
up some stuff. Go.
He's been climbing for 2,000 years, since the dawn of time. He will be on the circuit that is the color blue.
Sound more confident. Just sound way more confident.
He's on the blue tag circuit. And if he had an action figure accessory, it would be one of those Mighty Max type kits. Did you have, that's a dated reference maybe, but you ever have Mighty Max?
Yes.
It's like the Polly Pocket, but it had a bunch of like monsters, and you would
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, cool. He'd have the Mighty Max kit for sure. Yeah, that's my guess for his facts and figures. He is cruising through the beginning of this blue tag circuit. I don't want to jinx it right now, but he's close.
Caster cursing all that.
Yeah, I know. He's close to zone. He's close. Can he stand? And that's his own. Nice. He gets his own. Michelle.
So Michelle is working her way up this last green tag.
Yes, problem number 4. It's like slabby. There's some toe hooks. There's some volume trusting. There might be a very quick stand-up here to get over to the volume. We'll see. We got Quinn on number 3. He was just working out that paddle. We got Carl on number 2 working out the Lachey. Yep. Losing my words here. It's getting late.
It's getting late.
It's getting to the midnight hours.
It's not getting late.
What time is it?
It's like
7:40. That's my bedtime, all right?
What a life you live. I think he's close on that, though.
Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah, Carl's close on the Lachey. He's going for the zone. To be honest, I think he has the height to just skip past the zone, as we saw a couple other climbers do. Ooh, Quinn gets the paddle and the shuffle over.
Quinn, yeah.
Yep.
All
He's
right.
just got to work out this last move now. Let's focus on Quinn, bottom left corner of your screen.
Yeah, well, and this last move is like, if you're going for the power, then you're very secure in it.
Yeah.
Which
but
he looks like.
Look at where his right arm is, though. It's really high up, so it's very uncomfortable. I think he's now getting his hips away from the wall, so looks like he's going to do this as a. Oh, nice, Michelle.
Like I said, though, the paddle is much easier because your hand naturally falls into that
For sure.
second last C hold.
Yeah.
But Michelle looks
Michelle
pretty,
gets his own. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the first zone we've seen from Michelle.
She looks pretty good.
Problem 4.
She's no, she's saying something that
She says, "Where's my foothold?" They're there, but they're far back to the left.
and they're not where you want them to be.
They're not where you want them to be. No, I know. Okay, we got Jason on problem 1. He's got one hand on the zone.
But she does have hope of sending that if she
For sure.
rests the entire time. Like,
Quinn's making that paddle look easy, by the way. Now he's learned the move and the coordination it takes.
but what about this paddle?
Yeah, let's see. This is a quick flip. He's going for the power move.
Yeah,
If
but
he's gonna
that's
do
it's gonna hold you back.
It will, yeah. Your hips are too far back. If you
Yeah.
gotta either swing your arm up for momentum or you just do the coordinated move, which I think is easier physically. It's just riskier.
I would say it's easier.
Yeah, it's just riskier.
Yeah, it is. But that's usually the transaction you're in for.
Yeah, it's
is
the
like,
test. It's like, can you take the risk? And if you do, you get rewarded for for making the move a bit easier. We've got 1 minute left from our climbers. Really cruisy from Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just nailed that move now. Michelle. this is
Now he looks
her
like he's
last go.
setting up for the
that. Well, he's got his feet backwards now, so maybe
Yeah,
he's just
I
trying
don't
something
know.
new. Yeah, nice. Michelle's got the step over. She's got the step up.
And she did rest enough.
She did. She took a long rest, and I think she's got a plan now for this end. Nice. That's good from Quinn. He's got his hand on the last hold.
Yep.
He's flagging out. That's a
a
top
top.
from Quinn. Nice. Perfect. Well done from him. And nice work from Michelle. That'll
Yeah.
likely be your last attempt with 20 seconds.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. But really good work from her. Last attempt from Jason. Probably your last shot at seeing a top on the blue tag number 1. And Carl's got this Lachey move. Let's see what he does with it. One big swing. Throw himself out.
I think
Close.
you're right, though. I think like
Yeah.
the zone hole is kind of a red herring because it's like
Yeah.
if you get your like heel in there
Yep.
instead, I think it locks you in more. And
I think
then
it's
you
a
can-
red herring for the tall people. I think the tall people just need to skip right past it, as we saw like Quinn and Ethan do. But I think the short people, they can use it. They find use of it. Okay, we got problems 2, 3, and 4 going right now. So we're still going to stick to this view, but we'll just focus on, top right, bottom left. Jacob on problem 2, the red paddle Lachey redirect. Kurt on problem 3, the small box, like squeezy koala climb. And Aaliyah on problem 4, the multi-step step-up dyno.
I really can't believe that you're using koala climb as like a descriptor.
I mean, does it not get the message across?
Okay. Whatever.
And that's all that matters. Gotta say, Aaliyah on this one is gonna be really cool to watch. She, again, like we said, World Cup speed climber, knows how to step up on holds and be fast. And this climb requires both of those things.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Kurt's just working out how to get around that arete. Oh, very close.
She's
to her.
very close.
Yeah.
Very close.
So the important thing about this boulder is that we learn what this boulder is asking you to do within a minute, because then you get a lot of attempts. If you try and do other things outside of the setter's intention, in my opinion, you're just wasting time. Time that could be better spent learning this.
And
move.
also, it's your last boulder, so
It is.
you don't have the luxury of like maybe I can make it up later.
Exactly.
Looks like we got one more climber coming.
Do we have one
in.
more climber? Oh, that's okay. We have Jason's sheet. We made it up. He's actually been climbing for 2.5 years. He's climbing the blue. I was right about that. And I was right about Jason. I know Jason, but I was right. If he was an action figure, thing that shoots out a smoke bomb. A
bombs.
smoke bomb is cool. That's good for
I
like
guess
quick
if you're,
getaways.
if you're like on for stealth missions.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to like. No one needs to know where you are or where you've been. Why not? Where are we at? Kurt's, he's going, it looks like he's trying to go right hand in. We wanted like toe hook. I don't think we've seen this yet, but toe hook, match the left side of that big black volume and use that to try and inch your way towards the zone.
Yeah.
And then,
And then
only then
flip.
we flip her
And
hand.
then flip down,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, Aaliyah was so close. She got her left foot on the blue hold. If she brought her foot up a little bit higher, then I think she nailed this
I think
move.
she's learned all she needs to learn.
For sure, yeah.
I think now it's just a matter of like implementing it.
Yeah, just attempts. Micro beta too, when do I pull, when do I jump? So she jumps up. She's going for both holds. I would recommend matching the first hold on the right and then paddling up to zone. That would just be, just so you get a bit more pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it looks like Jacob is trying a different version of the start.
He's trying to cross, right?
Yeah.
We've seen that a couple of times where you like cross your right hand in. But the problem is you're crossing over your center line too much on a hold that's like pretty bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So it takes a lot more strength to do it that way. This is, again, risk versus intensity. Nice. I feel like Kirk can do it that way, but he's got to bump both hands. Do it the same way Aaliyah did. Ooh, so close from Aaliyah. She got her left foot in the right spot.
Yep.
1 minute and 30 left.
I think Jacob's now trying to do it in a very
Nice. Aaliyah sticks it.
Oh yeah.
That was so good. Okay, now she has a second half of the boulder, which I don't
Yeah.
know if she has looked
I
at
don't.
yet.
Yeah, I don't. Her facial expression is telling me
It's
that
like,
she
wait,
didn't
Where?
preview this.
Yes.
This was like, I'm gonna get zoned.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
now
got
I'm
zoned.
there.
Yeah. Let's see. She can do the technical knee that Ethan did, or she can bring her feet up. This looks pretty close to what Eric was trying to do earlier tonight.
Yeah, but she fits in that box.
She fits in the box. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a right
Nice.
foot. And that is a top.
Excellent.
Phenomenal work from Aaliyah on prob number 4. That is our second top of that climb tonight.
And there's 40 seconds left in these climbers' time.
Yeah, 40 seconds.
What do you think? Success or like needs improvement on the comp itself?
What, tonight? Our job?
Yeah.
I think we did a really good job. So what we're looking for, there we go, that's a better view of our climbers. I think, like in the back of my mind, I'm always making like adjustments and being like, this is what I want for next time. Nice work from Kurt. Manages to power his way through there. We're looking for a top on every single climb. That's, in my mind, like a perfect round. And we've had a couple of climbs not get tops. For instance, problem 1 and 2 on the blue tag circuit.
Yeah.
But they showed progress on them. They showed learning on them.
And
So
these problems also serve like many purposes,
many
right?
purposes.
So it's
yeah, we have
not
to do a lot of competition climbing on these problems in the next 7 days. But I'm happy. The main keys are do these boulders have cool movement? Check. Do these boulders go roughly in the way we intend them to go? Check. Do these boulders go? Mostly check. We saw progress on all of them, and I think all of them could go if our
And no
climbers
one
had
got
more
hurt.
time. Yeah, are they safe? That should be a definite check. That should be the first check, which I truly believe every boulder here is super safe, as safe as climbing can be. So yeah, I think we killed it. We had a really stacked crew of route setters today, and I think they did a really fantastic job. So shout outs to them.
Yeah, shout out to all the route setters that were part of this.
Yeah, let's list some names. We got myself, we got Dustin, we got Tatiana, we got Aaron, we got Sophie, we got Tyler. I don't think I forgot anybody. That was it. That was the crew today. We had 6 people.
And then we had like 2 forerunners.
Yeah, we had three, Charlie, Grace, and Ollie, and they helped come out in 4 runs, so we don't have to pull some of the loops.
I forgot there were 3.
Yeah, that's a top from Quinn, problem number 4. I believe that was a flash from him too, as we were chatting.
That's also like a really good way to finish. Is like it's always nice when you finish
on a flash.
On a flash, or when you finish the last boulder, because you know like
and on a high note.
Yeah, on a high note, you're already tired.
For sure. Yeah.
In some cases, you've had your like entire self-worth beaten out of you.
In some circuits, we play.
I'm not bitter at all. By the way,
no, not at all. Not even a little bit. In what do we have now? Just problem 3 and 2, I believe. Let me just get to the view. There we go. In some cases, we play into that. We know the climber is going to be tired at the end of a round, so we set something that's like more exhausting because we're mean, and we're trying to ask the question: did you conserve energy through the round? As Jason is doing some crazy tall breaks on this one. That's really cool. Problem number 2.
That is really cool.
I like that, yeah.
I admit fully that, like, when I was setting comps, it was like I heard one person say I never warm up because I've got problem number 1 to warm up.
Yeah. So you
And
set something really
like,
hard for them out of the gate.
Problem number 1 was just relentless. And
Yeah.
I was like, you don't like warming up? That's rough for you.
We tend to not do that with our easier circuits. Like our white tag circuit, we're like, we want problem number 1 to feel pretty chill when you come out, just to introduce you to comp climbing. And we want the circuit to feel friendly. We don't want to do evil things. But the black tag circuit, yeah, all out. We want problem number 1 to feel really hard. We want to make sure you got a good warm up in ISO. We want problem number 4 to be very physical, which I think we kind of nailed. It's like physical crimpy. So did you conserve energy throughout your round, and do you have anything left in the tank? So depends on the circuit we're setting. We definitely ask a lot of questions of our athletes.
Well, and we ask questions of ourselves, right? Because that's part of it, is just like our own team dynamic and our team looking at the result, like looking at the boulders as a whole together and seeing what we're asking of our climbers and what we're willing to test them on.
Yeah, and are we just doing the same thing over and over again? Like, we try to put some variety in our circuits, which is why we do the prompts of balance, electric, technical, and coordination. So they're not just climbing like 4 dyno climbs in a row. They're not climbing 4 crimp climbs in a row. They're not climbing 4 balancy slabs in a row. We want to test them on everything. And
well, ideally, the most well-rounded climber is the one that wins.
Exactly. Yeah. The person that can do the most skills wins the competition. That's generally what we want.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Let's see Carl on problem 3 here. That stand up, he just needs to get a little bit over the foot. We added a small foothold on that red triangle that he's stepping up on. He's got to trust that a little bit more to get his weight shifted over it, and I think that'll get him the hold. He's definitely tall enough to do it. He's a very tall climber, but he just needs to trust that left foot. 1 minute left for our climbers. I think this is our last view of problem number 2. So Jason, if you can hear me, which I hope you can, Please send problem number 2. Please be the first top.
I mean, he was close that one go.
He was close that one go, yeah. He just had some trouble getting his feet up.
I
So
don't
first of all,
mind
the
this.
beta he's going to is very hard to do for anyone under 6 feet.
I don't mind this, though.
I don't mind it, yeah. And then the hold he's going to is pretty good, but the hold he's coming off of in his left hand is terrible.
Terrible,
Yeah, very,
yes.
very bad.
But the like again, I know I've mentioned this a couple of times,
Yeah.
but the end of this boulder is not forgiving.
No, not at all. Yeah.
And looks like we're gonna.
Yeah, we're going to put a pause on problem 2. That's it. We've just got problems 3 and 4 left. Let me get to the right screen. Boom, there we go. We've got Jacob on problem 3. We got Kurt on problem 4.
Okay, and while we're waiting for them to start,
They're brushing, which I love. First of all, I just gotta say that's
brushing
pro
is like
strats.
super key.
Yeah, pro
But-
level strats.
While
ahead.
we've got a little bit, just a couple of seconds. Let's start with the white circuit. What was the success in the white circuit?
We saw a couple of people climb down to the white circuit, so they started on green and climbed down. But we saw tops on 1, 2. We saw tops on all 4 of them. So we've seen someone top all 4. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's a good success.
I think so too. Yeah,
I think it's
there's-
very accessible in
Yep.
its in its entirety. And did we actually see a top on problem number 4?
We did, yeah. Shai did it. He did it very quietly while we were talking, but he was in the corner and topped that problem.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. Green tag circuit, we've seen tops on 1, 2, 3, and 4. All 4 of them got topped. Blue tag circuit, we're just missing the problems 1 and 2. Nice, Kurt. You just got to do a quick step up and then a whapa, a shuffle, a baba. Come on. Oh, he is really static in this
Oh,
line.
he's got this. He's so in control.
Wow.
Yeah.
The core control, that was cool. That was really
He's-
cool to
He's
look at.
really
Yeah.
in control of this boulder.
Yeah. Hey, we'll take it. That's a hard way of doing this boulder, so. Jacob's making some progress on this boulder too. Just needs to work his feet up in order to get that crimp. Kurt's got to figure out.
End looks like.
Oh, so
Oh,
close.
so close.
So close from Kurt. I think he's got some more foot options that are further out to the right, and he could use those instead. And then, yeah, black tag circuit, we've saw tops on 1, 2, 4, and almost a top on 3. So well done in terms of progress. on
Yeah,
these-
I
on
think
these
if you
circuits, yeah.
this is one of those comps that you can be happy about.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have a comp journal for sure that I like to write.
Of course you do. Of
Yeah.
course you do.
And I think we can all agree on this as setters is like we're all perfectionists. We all want every comp and every round
Absolutely.
to be
Absolutely.
100% perfect. So while I'm psyched about the round, I have notes for the next time we do this. And yeah. The notes.
Well, and
are
I think that's
huge.
important for debrief as well. Is
Oh, for
like
sure.
just like we only learn by giving ourselves feedback and getting and receiving feedback and taking it critically instead of taking it as an insult or an
Yeah.
affront.
It's trial and error for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. Kurt said ignoring the step up, but he truly doesn't need it. So that's kind of sick. Jacob's got the doubles. He's getting his right foot up, which I would call the incorrect foot. He needs to work his.
He's judging the finish hold though.
Yeah, I
like,
know. He's
which
got his
I'm-
eyes on the finish, which I kind of want to see where this goes. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I know. We both know where it was going. Okay, come on.
Hey, I had some hope. I was like, maybe something crazy.
Why do you still have hope?
Kurt on problem 4. He's gotten up to his zone again. Nice. There he goes. He's trusting his
Yeah.
feet.
That's good. That's good.
Looking for some good foot options.
Yeah. He's still trying this method,
Nice.
which is going to work
Honestly,
out for him. Yep.
Sold.
Yeah,
Sold.
sold.
I buy. I believe it. That's
like
a
a
top
used
start.
car salesman, man. You're just like, I'll
And
buy that.
sold. All right, just Jacob on problem 3 is all we're left with.
1
Jacob.
minute and 15 seconds.
The whole world's watching. Do something incredible. No pressure, though.
No pressure.
Yeah, it's pressure free.
But I think he's been close. It's just
He has been
like
close, yeah.
it's just that eyeing down the finishing hold that's kind of like giving him like a little bit of trouble.
For sure. Yeah, there's like a very complex sequence here, and it's like the way you don't want to do this is the way you have to do this. So he's got to switch feet. He's got to get his left foot up. Oh, nice. He hears me. I gotta whisper. That gives him a heel.
Yep.
Which gives him the cramp.
Oh, which,
Nice.
oh,
Okay.
okay.
All
All right.
Jacob, you did something incredible.
That was a good goal. That was a good go. Are you going to give us another one?
One more.
Whew.
Come on. There's the doubles.
All right. Left foot up. No.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, no. No, my man.
That was cool. But I don't know if that goes.
I
Okay.
don't think it does.
4 and 3. We've got 2 more climbers. We got Jason on 3. We got Carl on 4. We rally behind our last 2 climbers of the night.
This is a really cool event, man. Like,
Hey, thank you.
I'm really, really grateful that I was a part of it because it really is a very unique experience.
Yeah,
Like,
thanks for being here. I think it's really cool too, but I'm very biased, so it's nice to have the outside perspective to be like, yeah, Brandon, you're doing a cool thing. So my mom says it's cool too. So
it's a little bit of validation right there. You're like,
honestly, all I need. Yeah, I like making competition climbing feel more accessible to people, both from like a financial perspective, because comps are very expensive otherwise to participate in, but also just from a difficulty standpoint too. Like, this is accessible. If you've never climbed before, you have the option to get on the white tag circuit and try a circuit that's made for brand new climbers.
yeah.
My general rule is
Don't touch.
don't touch anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch anything. That was my bad.
One thing I don't know is how to run a live stream. Our good friend, maybe someone who's listening into this right now, Danny, he usually runs live stream and commentates. He has some Easter things to do, but he's graciously lent us his equipment for the night, which I will treat like gold as Carl tops this green tag number 4. Fantastic work from Carl. That's 2 tops from him, the 1 and 4. So shout out to Danny for lending us all this equipment and trusting us with so much stuff that I am scared to. I'm gonna treat like it's a Fabergé egg.
Yeah.
And then also shout outs to Larry, who lent us a camera tonight as well, an extra camera. As we go to Jason, just on prob number 3. We just have 1 climber on prob number 3.
He's got a lot of time though. Like,
he's
I
got
think
tons of time.
if he takes the time to like really take what he's learned and apply it,
Yes.
I think this goes.
Yeah, for sure. This will be just requires some route reading, some planning, some sequencing. I think Jason can do it the tall beta break that we saw Ethan do, keeping his feet down low. Like, Jason's got some height, and he has done some tall beta breaks in the past. So
That's an interesting start.
yeah, that's a new start. We haven't seen that yet.
I don't think it's going to work out for him.
Yeah, probably not. He's opting for the other start. Okay, cool. 2 minutes left. That's the thing, though. He's already gotten to the zone, if memory serves me right. So he knows the way. This is not a type of climb you want to, once you know the way you're going to take, you don't want to mess around with.
Well, yeah, and you don't want to waste skin on it, right?
For
Because
sure.
those blocks volumes are just horrendous.
Yeah, there's sandpaper on them. They're just made of pure glass, and they rip your skin. We've only had 1 blood technical tonight. That's another plus. Only 1 person has bled through their fingers. So another win.
That's actually a really good win to have.
Truly it is, yeah.
Especially considering, like, the first problem in 2 of the circuits is all just, like, wrestling volumes.
It is, exactly. All right, Jason, you got about a minute and 30 left.
I appreciate that he's thinking, though.
Oh, for sure. I think this is the kind of boulder you want to take your time in between attempts with. Like, the slabby boulders. Ooh, nice. Good
Yep,
reach to zone.
Yeah.
Trusting his feet.
And
So
now
work his
look
hand in.
at just look at the hold you're going to.
Yeah.
Look at the hold you're going to.
His left foot is
Yeah.
not on the foothold, though. It's on the volume, but it needs to be a little bit lower to get on the foothold. There's a little tiny, you can't see it, little tiny chip. that
1
he's
minute
screwed
left.
on.
1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute. Okay, he's got a zone, so he's definitely made progress on this thing.
Yep.
This is our last look at problem number 3.
Say just wait a little bit, but I don't think you're going to, because climbers are known to be impatient.
Climbers and setters.
Yep. Yep.
I've done a lot of competing in my day, and patience was not my forte.
I can agree with this.
I,
I can.
in fact, have lost several national championships to to not having any patience on the wall. So, come on,
All right.
let's go,
all
Jason.
right.
Let's go.
Yeah. No.
Close. 15 seconds left. I think he might call it a day on that
I think
boulder.
he might call it.
Looks like he's
because
packing up his things. He's
Yeah.
going to sit down the benches. And we're down to just one more climber, one more wall. We've got Jacob on problem number 4. He's working on the blue tag step-up dyno. All eyes on Jacob, and then all eyes on Jason. Dustin, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
It's
Sure.
a controversial question.
Oh.
What's your favorite boulder of the night?
Oh no.
Okay. In no particular order, top 3.
Top 3.
No particular order.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with the red holds blue on problem or
Zone
on
2?
zone 1.
Zone 1. Oh, cool. The slab. Okay.
Yeah, because I really enjoy the whole like unique handhold business.
Yeah. It feels interesting for sure.
In no particular order, problem. The red problem on zone 2 is actually one of my favorites because I just
Okay.
love how unforgiving it is.
It is. Yeah, for sure. Even if you break it, it's still unforgiving. Like the
Yeah.
people that kind of reached and did the cross, they still didn't get zone because zone was the next hold and they were falling going to it. So, Jacob really nailed that step up dyno.
And then I would say on zone number 4, it would be the white tag because
cool.
I really love that kind of climbing where it's like just like very adventure-y climbing, very like volume-esque. There's not a lot to it, but there is a ton to it, and I think that's interesting to me.
Awesome. I like those answers.
What about you?
Ooh, okay. Zone 4, blue tag, white holds. I like the step up dyno. I think it's a really cool, like, unique move, and I like that people are like figuring it out within 5 minutes too. Jacob here, figures out. There's so many ways to do it as well, which I think is so interesting.
That is very interesting.
Yeah. So that's number 1. Number 2, black tag, black holds in zone 2. I really like the foot first beta, and I think it's like very like unique style of power climb that isn't just like board climbing, like left, right, left, right.
Yep. Yeah. I
It's
can
very
get behind that.
powerful, but it requires a lot of like forethought and a lot of planning. And zone 1, green tag. The volume only climb. I really love volume only climbs. I love the amount of variations you get in how people climb them. They go left hand, they bring their feet up. They go right hand, they squeeze the volume, they et cetera, et cetera. I think I love climbs where there's just numerous different ways to go about them. So yeah, I think those would be my favorite 3.
Interesting.
I do like koala climbing on zone 3 as well. The blue, that's just as a special shout out. I like that style of boulder. I think people sometimes have me pegged for like a coordination guy or a slab guy, but I really like boulders that rely on like body positioning
Okay.
and
Okay.
learning body positioning, and that boulder really implements that. So
Oh, he's got that
Ooh,
heel.
got the heel. Now he's got to do something to get out of it though. So I think it's going to be a high right. Yeah, and then you jump.
Yeah.
Nice. That's really cool.
But I think that's interesting because that could work.
For sure. Yeah, you just get the heel, then you change your heel to a toe on, and then you use the pull of the hold
And you
jump.
do it all in one motion,
One go,
right?
exactly,
Yeah.
to get over to the zone. So,
There's a minute 30 left in his time.
yep. And that's the problem is now he spent about 3 minutes figuring out how to do it, and now he's got to do it with the minute and 30 left.
But I think we get more than one go left in this because it is
yeah.
his last boulder, right? So now it's just like
Nice.
Yeah.
Good heel lock from him.
Ah.
Change his heel to a toe. I wouldn't give that zone.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't-
he's got to go fast. He's
no.
got to go fast to that. Zone you need to control, so I wouldn't give that a zone quite yet. Nice. Good heel. 1 minute left. Come on, Jacob.
It's interesting to see the way different climbers approach different boulders.
For sure, yeah.
I think that's like one of my favorite parts of route setting is seeing there was a famous route setter, Jackie Goloff, who was quoted by saying, that might be zone.
That wasn't his quote.
No, that wasn't his
Jackie's
quote. No, but the quote
Jackie
that
that might be zone.
That might be zone. I think the quote that I was thinking of, and maybe you're familiar with it, is that we as route setters propose a question.
Yeah.
And the climbers have to come up with the answer. And
to the question.
That's what's interesting about this
For sure.
entire experience is because you just we design a boulder.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that it's the only way.
Yeah.
And if they come up with a better answer than what we did come up with,
Yeah.
good on them.
For sure. Yeah. And that's why I like the boulders that have so many different ways of problem solving them. Like boulders that have one way, I think it's cool. I think it's cool that you've encouraged or forced a move. But especially for comps like this, where we have people from beginner climbers, never climbed in a comp before, to World Cup climbers. We have people from 6'1" to 4'9" in the same field. I love watching the different solutions on boulders.
I don't think, this is probably a controversial thought, but I don't think that it's possible anymore to force one solution.
That's true. Yeah, I think it's it's possible to encourage one over the other for sure, but people have so many varied degrees of strengths and weaknesses in the climbing world that just relying on one as your sole way of getting up to the top of a boulder is just not a thing anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so, because I think that people climbers now are more adaptive than ever. Whereas
for sure,
before, when I was competing, it was these are the holds you're given.
Yeah.
Suck it up.
Yeah, use them. Ooh, Jason's finding something. I don't know if that's going to be super viable, but he was looking.
I don't think that's viable.
He was looking for some footholds and some.
That is an upside down crimp that's
going
not
the other
going
way.
Yeah.
Hey, I like having faith. All right, I want to see something crazy. This is the last climber of the night. Show me something crazy, Jason. Do something wacky.
Good on you for your faith.
I like having faith. It is Easter after all.
God.
Come on. I thought that was a funny joke.
Okay.
Happy Good Friday, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. It's our last climber of the night. Jason, we're here at Reach Indoor Climbing.
Do you know how many people ask me, you're working on Good Friday? That's not possible. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go do a comp. It's going to be hilarious.
A lot of people ask why we do this on Good Friday. The simple answer is there just aren't any Fridays where the setting team is available. We're all setting comps the next 3 Fridays of the month.
You have a very busy setting team.
It's a stacked month for sure. So this is the only available Friday. We appreciate the community for coming out. We appreciate you guys at home for watching this on a Good Friday. Maybe you're having a nice dinner with your family and have this in the background. If so, I'm sorry that we...
You don't apologize for that, man.
I'm just sorry we intruded. I wasn't invited to your Easter dinner.
All I want to say is that I hope that we informed you in
Maybe.
a way that you can understand and appreciate.
You learned some science? Oh.
No.
Is he here, Ethan? No, Ethan's gone. Is Ethan here? No, he's gone. I was going to get some science facts from Ethan, but no, we got nothing. There you go. Kurt coming in strong with some science facts. Mitochondria. Powerhouse of the cell.
Oh.
A groan from Dustin. Dustin's never coming back. Thanks for doing this. You're welcome. We love
welcome.
Doing it. I talk about how busy this is and how much work and stuff. I love doing this. Is my favorite night of the month by far. It's the night where this gym turns into a fun / World Cup climbing experience. I don't know. I love doing these things. So my pleasure is what I'm getting at. Jason, he's got about 1 minute and 15 left. He has tried every which way to get around this jump. I don't know if there exists a way to get around other than what we saw Kurt do.
Maybe he's tired.
Could be. That was a lot of attempts on problem 3 that we saw. Ooh, he's skipping right to zone, though. He's got options. I think he can try the heel method, and I think that's going to work for him stopping. Ooh, he went for it. He went for the heel.
He's also watching the clock, which I find
He
is
is.
very like it seems like such an easy skill set to have, but it's actually very difficult to watch the clock.
You
and
can really
manage
get in your
time.
head
Yeah.
and like get on a boulder with 20 seconds left, and a
Yeah.
boulder takes 30 seconds. And it's like, oh, I just didn't leave myself enough time. So time management is a huge skill when it comes to competition bouldering.
I also think like and this isn't directed at Jason, but it's like attempt management is huge as well.
For sure. Yeah. You want to make sure like you're jumping pretty hard off this one, and problem number 2 for the blue circuit for that matter. So you want to make sure that you have enough gas in the tank for those attempts.
Looks like he's done.
And gas in the tank. We're all running out of. It's sleepy time for everybody at Reach Indoor Climbing. Let me get to the whole wall.
Thanks,
all
Reach
4.
Climbing, for having me. It was
Oh,
fun.
my goodness. Thank you, Dustin, for being here. The audience,
Oh, God.
the hundreds of people in the crowd right now are just applauding.
Hundreds of people.
Hey, we had worldwide viewership tonight. That was kind of incredible.
That's
We had
pretty
people
incredible,
from like the UK and
actually.
US.
That is pretty
You can't
incredible.
ask for more from the chat. So thank you, chat, for joining us. Thank you, Dustin, for being here. Thank you to our climbers. We're doing this every first Friday of the month. So if you at home want to come out and try yourself a competition, please come on out. Take a go at this. Friday, May 3rd will be our next one. You keep an eye on our Instagram at Reach Indoor Climbing for when we announce when registration opens. Like I said, it's $10 on top of a day pass, world's cheapest competition. Dustin, anything you'd like to add at the end of this?
The climbers are going to do that regular climbing thing where they're going to try all of the problems
Yeah, they're
again.
rushing onto the boulders right now
But-
just to see, like, can I do this with the time constraints?
This
So
was a hilarious experience, and I
That's
loved
good.
every minute of it. So thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Reach. And I wish everybody a good weekend.
There you go. Happy Easter, everybody. We'll see you all in May. Take care.